Good evening, passengers. We got the driver who is the latest late model winner at Stafford Speedway in first class with us tonight. We have complimentary Italian wedding soup and vanilla Pepsi on this flight. And as always, please observe the no smoking signs.
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
Good job, Rem.
Thank you.
Way to get the show started.
I love that soundbite.
What's that, McConaughey? Yeah.
You know who does it to me all the time?
Who?
We'll be going into like law court. Walt Harvey will go, I'll just be living, man.
So let me tell
He
you,
does it all the time.
one night they were up in the suites in turn 4. I think it was one of Casella's nights. And Walt is like knocking on the glass under a caution or under some sort of break. I look over and I can't read his lips. So what does he do? He does the letter motion with his hand. L-I-V-I.
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, screw off, Walt.
Yeah.
You know what movie that's from?
No.
I know you don't. I'm talking to Diego.
Nope.
No?
No, I don't watch movies that much.
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
Bennett, no.
That's a great movie.
How do you know? You just said you don't watch them.
Come on.
When he wants to join the party.
Have you seen
Oh,
it,
yeah,
Fro?
right. Huh?
Have you seen it?
Hell no, he
Oh,
hasn't
man.
seen it.
I try to stay cultured about
He
stuff
watches
like
like Free Willy,
Yeah, Cars.
Cars.
that. Hey, Cars the great movie.
Free Willy's a good movie.
Oh yeah, Free Willy.
You would think that,
He
Remy.
jumps over.
Yes, that was my favorite movie as a kid.
The Monaco crowd came up to me this past weekend and asked me if Lightning McQueen had car insurance or life insurance. Did any of you guys get asked that as well?
I said life insurance.
I did too. I mean, he's a runner in their universe, right?
Who asked you that?
Sophie and
Sophie
Lexi.
and
Oh.
Lexi, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me. I think I got banned because they interviewed me at Stafford, but I got put on the cutting room floor and I filed a complaint. But
You did?
now I think I'm out. Yep,
That's a damn shame.
happens.
Like
Whatever.
Sid would want to answer a question related to cars.
No, the one I had to answer was about Talladega Nights, and I said
It's
how it was-
another bad movie.
That's what I
isn't
told
it?
him. Yeah,
Bad movie.
this might be a hot take, but that movie sucks.
Yes.
Damn.
Most of them do. I mean,
Probably
Days of
sealed my
Thunder,
fate being on
it's
the
not
cutting room
great.
floor. Yeah.
I still need to see Days of Thunder.
It's a guilty
you-
pleasure.
you haven't
I mean,
watched
it's
that?
I have
fun,
not
but
watched
it's
it.
a-
Have you
it's
seen
a bad
Six-Pack?
movie.
No, I haven't.
You see Stroker Race? That's
Nope.
a classic. Come on,
One that does
Diego,
have
you've
my
seen it.
interest is Ford versus Ferrari. I hear that movie's really good.
I've heard it's good. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
I think that's based on
I
a
would
true
never
story.
want to watch that movie.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounds like
Because
crap.
I thought it sounded decent?
Yeah, because
Quiet.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the next edition of the Sid's View podcast. We got one hell of an entertaining show lined up for you tonight. My man Diego is in the house as always. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I love it when you do that, Sydney. Another great Tuesday night here for all these podcast viewers. I'm looking forward to another great night.
All right, Reminator here on the controls, ready to roll.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, I was going to have Adam Gray here, and then I thought, I mean, how many late model drivers do we really need in this studio?
Yo, yo, yo! It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, my man Fro, he asked us if we could lower the camera because his hair was just too damn tall.
Your man Bobby's back in the house. I gotta tell you something. I need a relaxing show tonight. It's been a long weekend. You got the SK 5K, and then the next day I'm getting asked philosophical questions about freaking cars. So I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's a long weekend there. Over at the news desk, our man BT, ready to roll.
If you were at CONT, you saw one of the best races of the year. If you were at Stafford, you couldn't see anything. And if you were at Waterford, well, you saw Diego finish third again. We'll talk about it on the weekly update.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of
bro.
like a dig a little
I
bit.
know. Come on, Bouncer.
Seriously.
Great podium run, dude.
Dude, I didn't even get a chance to go down and say anything.
Bonza setting the tone
Jeez.
early. Man. All right, everybody. If you want to join the fun, you want to become a podcast member, got to go to youtube.com/SidsView/join. Get yourself a membership. Diego, what do we always tell them? Don't do it on the smartphone. You got to do it on the desktop. Avoid those additional fees. Those things suck. But we're going to give you access to the live chat with that membership. Can participate in our live chat poll question, which we'll tell you about in a couple minutes, and our Who Won the Week segment later on the show. You're also going to get some bonus content on Thursdays, and we've been chatting it up with our in-studio guest here in the CONT Grand Prix hot seat. Michael Bennett is in the house. What's up, buddy?
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, appreciate you coming down here. You know, we have an interesting relationship. Just got to know him this year, where he basically called me out for saying that he screwed me on the pod, that he screwed me on one of our podcasts, which he did. But we'll get back to that later.
Wow.
No, he made up for it because the last time I picked him, he actually won. So
That's right.
Everything is all good now.
Nice.
Let's get things started here with our friends over there at Mid-State Site Development, shall we? All right, top 5 finishers throughout the region at the bottom of the screen here for the rest of the show. And Diego, we have one hell of a chalkboard chatter that we have to talk about, thanks to our friends from Serve Pro. So listen, we're going to get into it with the weekly update, but we were up at CONT for the Monaco modified race, and I got to tell you, that was just absolutely... It's in the conversation as the greatest modified race I've ever seen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was unbelievable. So and we've talked about a lot of them on the podcast. There's Your Brother Against Keith, classic Sid's View episode, 2012, I think that was. We had a race, MRS race, 2014 at CONT. Bonsignor, Richard Savory, Norm Wren won it, and I think Rowan Pennick was in
I
the
remember
25.
that one. Yep.
Each one of them took the lead at one point in the last lap. That was ridiculous. But this race had Brett Meservey holding off Steven Kopsick and Ron Silk. And if that alone isn't a great enough story to finish the race, layered on top of that was McKennedy, who
Right.
finished dead last. He got passed in his heat race by a car who I didn't even know who the hell it was. And of course, I picked McKennedy, so I was screaming through the fence, like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, Diego's going to be voice texting me. This is going to be a miserable day, right? And the fact that he came through the field, it was just an amazing race, and we'll talk about it more later. But yeah, it was right up there. You know, right after it ended, you know, Bobby was with me filming. We were underneath the tower. Renee was there with us, and I took off the headset, and I'm like, that's one of the greatest races that we've ever seen. I mean, they couldn't have been any happier with that kind of product on the track.
Yeah, I mean, everything you kind of see with a regular CONT race came into play there, perhaps even more so. I mean, cars, they get stacked up and they just can't get separated. I mean, the leaders, you had Meservey, who was just fast enough to hold up the 2 fastest cars of the day, and then more guys just kept, joining the party.
Yeah.
You know what
And
was
here
even
comes
better?
McKennedy out of nowhere. I mean, it was just like a movie almost.
I'm watching the little short you guys put out with the aerial,
Yeah.
with the drone,
Yep.
and it almost looked like it was like a movie, like it was, like they look slow motion from the top, and you
Right.
just watch them move around.
Yeah.
And then McKennedy kind of just show up
Right.
to the party.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's like, let me get in on this. Right.
And I got, honestly, like I watch all those, but my attention span, as you probably know, is about this big.
Yeah.
And I got sucked into that.
No, that race should
I
have
got
held it.
sucked
Come on.
into that drone footage and watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Well,
And-
you try to keep the reels like somewhere between like 45 to a little bit over a minute, right?
Yeah.
And I just thought I'm not wasting my time trying to chop this up. I'm just gonna.
It sucked
it was
me in.
It was almost 3 minutes long, and I was
Yeah.
like, it was
I watched the whole thing.
right. Like, how could you not be compelled to
Yeah.
watch this whole
Well,
thing?
you only got to chat because people tune out. It's longer. It's just bad for the reel. But
Yeah.
something like that, I mean, I'm locked in the whole time.
One other quick thing, we had a great time. CONT, the people there are always great. We had a lot of people come up to us, fans of the pod, and of course we saw your boy Scott Sestodio,
Oh, yes.
and we saw the Robideau brothers, and we asked him. Actually, Bonsa did. How do we pronounce your name correctly? And they basically said, you can pronounce it however you want, right, Bonsa? We were like, is it Robideau or Robidoux? They're like, yeah, whatever you want.
The most
Really?
anticlimactic answer.
I'm going to keep saying Robidoux then.
But
It's the most useless answer you could give me is, oh, it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, it does matter. So do I have to ask Gretchen? They both go, yup. It's
Yeah.
like, why'd I even bother asking you
Yeah.
to begin with?
did you ask her?
Yeah,
And what did we get for an answer there?
Robidoux.
Roberto.
Okay, so we've been right. We've been good.
Now I can tell you this though, Diego, that the apparently the Roberto boys are a little bit. I don't know if this is called we call them vandals or what, but I know I didn't put that 14 sticker on my car.
Oh, I know who did it.
Yeah, who did it?
I don't know. I can't tell
No, you know who did it.
Sworn
This
to
is just like the freaking
secrecy.
movie.
I believe it was the Robertos. They did, yeah. I can't guarantee that's still on my car. Because
What is it? The CarMax sticker?
It was no, the 14. you know. All right, Diego, do your thing here.
All right, it's that time of the show for the Sign Pro live chat poll. Tonight's question is, it's about handicapping.
Oh,
It is
okay.
about handicapping. Which system do you prefer to set a feature starting lineup? Now, there's a lot of them out there.
There's options.
Number one, straight up based on qualifying.
Yeah. Terrible.
A handicap system. Is that terrible?
No, I like that.
Handicap
Fro
systems.
doesn't, but I
Yeah,
like
Bro
it.
don't
I'm
like it.
just gonna hold off. Don't
We-
influence the poll.
I believe Fro called it a gimmick.
It is.
Something like that. Okay, Diego.
We had it this week for our late model race. It was a redraw or an invert, and it was both. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? So we had that.
How'd that work out for you?
Worked out pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Finished third. All
About
right.
All
average.
right, yeah.
All right,
Shocker.
yeah.
Right on the money.
Shocker. Okay.
No matter what the handicap, no matter how you qualify, you're still finishing third. That's what we found out this week.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Sid. Okay. The next one, the last one, is the plus minus system.
Okay.
So all our podcast members can now go on and vote on the live chat poll.
Yeah, it's up
and,
there.
And Sid will give us updates because I know he will because that's what he does. So
Oh,
get
thank
on
you,
there
man.
and vote.
I appreciate you having confidence in me doing that. All right. You could have said something there, but
Yeah.
good.
Nope. I'm voting.
Yeah.
I'm voting and
Oh,
getting
you
it
voted
out.
first. Okay.
I'm voting first and getting it out of the way. I put my vote in.
All
got it
right.
first.
Fantastic.
No introduction needed. It's the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update.
That's correct.
We start with Thursday Night Thunder at the new London Waterford Speedbowl, where in the Super X cars, Norm Sears scored his second win of the year.
Crafty veteran.
That's cool.
Yeah. Norm's a good guy.
Legend cars, PJ Evans returned to Thursday night action and immediately returned to victory lane.
I got to get on the horn here to start texting the Evans.
Bro.
I never know, other than the streeter at Stafford. I don't know
Right.
when he's showing up with this legend car,
Exactly.
but every time he does, he wins.
Listen, so was Jacob there?
Yeah, finished second.
This is good, my boy, PJ.
Yeah, heavy hitters right there.
Dude, heavy hitters. Great little race. I might go this Thursday. Hopefully PJ goes.
Well, we moved to X cars. We'll talk more about Jacob Burns later, by the way.
Have you made it to a Thursday yet? Excuse me. Over there?
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
What happens is I go down to Longhorn and I partake in a few beverages.
Diego.
And I'm like, I'm just going to go home. It ends up being like a 3-hour dinner.
No, I got the same problem. It's like, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, all right, we'll let the track after that. And I look at the phone. I'm like, well, it's probably over by now, right? What am I supposed to do?
Maybe we'll go. You want to go this Thursday?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's do
a couple
it.
draft cores
Let's
down
do
the
it.
hatch.
Let's do it.
I feel like Diego's brought the Longhorn excuse up multiple times.
That's what I
but
do, though, bro.
No, it's valid.
We'll move on.
By the
X
way-
cars.
The Custodios and the Robidos are just laughing it up about the Vandals in the chat. Yep. Okay.
They're not exactly shameful.
Unbelievable.
In the X cars, Grant Spalding ended Christian Herman's winning streak, claiming his first ever checkered flag. And he was excited in his interview.
Were you excited, Diego?
Pissed me right off. No, listen. So I'm down at Tech last week, right?
Yeah.
Here comes Christian Herman walking. I'm like, bro, I ain't even talking to you. He said, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, you screwed me bad. Like, I only have a certain amount of picks.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider you a lock. Like a lock. Guaranteed win. What the hell happened? Mm-hmm. Then I come to find out there was a misshift, an accident, and they went green the checker.
no.
But Spalding was fast.
Yeah.
Somebody has to break the streak, and good for him.
I like how when you were talking to Christian about how he screwed you, Michael had his arms out a little bit like, come on, man, because he can relate because Sid gave him the same treatment.
No, Mike
Y'all
screwed
gotta
me
be
too.
nice to your drivers,
I
you
know.
know?
Listen,
I
we-
like Mike, but he screwed Michael.
Yeah,
Michael.
That was the Sizzler or the opener. I did screw you. That was all me. I got in that sealer. and that thing started to take off. And I almost corrected it back to the wall. I'm like, no, I'm going in the grass. Like,
Bro.
screw this.
Bro,
When I was behind Josh Wood, I'm like, I want to get black flagged to screw Sid over, and that's exactly what I did. I'm like, I don't want to win this race. I
on the
owe
board for that.
Diego one.
I knew why we were friends. I knew it.
I have on my dashboard. I make sure that my crew top priority. Give me Sid's
Give us
pick.
picks.
In case anyone picks us. Oh no, he can't have a win. She can have a win, and so on.
All right. Listen, he's on top of it. I like that.
Absolutely. I'll send you a
due
picture
diligence.
next week. That's exactly what's on the dashboard.
Oh gosh, I can't help but respect that.
Yeah. Tremendous.
Bandoleros, Landon Heim was back on top for the 4th time. We go to Fast Friday. More on Landon Heim later in like 2 minutes. Fast Friday at CONT Speedway. Pure Stocks. Peter Blue led the most laps en route to win number 1 grow up on the year. Ethan Souza got by Bryson Robideau to win the Triple Crown.
Come on, Diego. Can you stay with it? Come on.
No, and this is bad. It was Josh Wood last week. No, that was you, Sid.
That was
actually.
me,
That's
yeah.
bad.
I mean, that is a great name. I mean, I could have loved his mom. What? I mean,
You don't just keep
Just keep
Let
talking,
me
Diego.
bring the
Just keep
shovel over there. You can just keep digging yourself a hole. Go
but it
ahead.
is hilarious. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, I do have a video.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Get,
So
get
let's
this
go.
over with.
I'm so
I can't
sorry,
do it.
Peter.
To the outside, Bryson
The Robideaus.
dives in down low. They make contact. A
Oh.
little brotherly shove.
Oh,
Over turn
my
number 4.
goodness.
Brotherly
They both
shove.
gather it back in, but Bryson's got the advantage.
You think they get mad at each
I
other?
don't think that's going to sit too well at the dinner table this week.
A good job by
Hey,
Juliana.
Juliana was
Yeah.
on. She was good, too.
Yeah, she was.
So I don't know. I feel like, Bryson kind of screwed me there getting into his brother.
There we go again.
Oh, me and Sean used to do that.
Yeah.
Should ask
Yeah.
Gretchen in the chat what her thoughts on that
Right,
was.
Yeah.
right. Wow.
All right, but good on Peter getting the win. Legend cars.
First name only. Understood. Continue on.
Even that didn't work.
Yeah.
Legend cars.
Diego.
Jacob Burns, as I mentioned before, he went 10th to 1st in the first 5 laps to capture the victory and the Triple Crown.
I mean, you have to watch Jacob Burns in this video. It's insane.
All right.
Continues his third 3-wide assault.
This is
off of
lap
turn
3,
number 4,
and he's already gone up to
down
4th.
to 1.
And
They
this
come
is how
off
he's
at
been
turn
doing it.
2, and they are working
Man,
themselves
those cars look like a
even
lot
with
of fun.
Calabro down
Especially
into turn
there,
3.
man.
Behind them,
Can you
they're
do this at the
3
bowl
wide
for
with
me? I guess that's the
Solomito,
one time it doesn't
Bernier,
happen.
And
He tries
Wakefield
it.
off of 4.
Dylan Calabro
They look like
holding
fun,
strong
but I
on
would
that
not-
bottom
I
position.
wouldn't try
Case
one of
Sylvia
those.
giving
It's
him
a
a run
super
for his money.
speed
But
race.
look at
That's
Burns
what it is.
using that third groove to get to 2nd place now.
Off the
Juliana's
corner they
so
come,
shocked.
and
Right.
Duke slides up. Here comes Calabro down to the inside. 3
I
wide
mean,
for the
it's
lead.
just 3 by 3.
Yeah.
What
that
in
was
the world?
5th
Oh,
lap.
hey now.
Oh, man.
He was fine.
Would you even fit in a legend? Would you say you were 6'3"?
Yeah,
Would
I
you
don't
even
think,
fit in one?
I don't think so.
You'd have to-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have been close to a couple of those at Waterford when I was
Yeah.
racing down there.
Yeah.
And I look at these young kids in there, and I understand that you learn a lot of racecraft and stuff.
Right.
But no, they look super dangerous.
Yeah.
To me, in my
No,
eyes.
they are.
Yeah.
My brother couldn't keep one under him.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, that thing was getting loaded in.
Sean raced the
well,
legend car?
bro, they had 2,
Oh, okay, yeah.
right? And so Jags, like, I felt like every week they were like loaded in the back of Jags' truck
Right.
because it needed a front and rear clip.
Yeah, Michael, you need like an extended greenhouse almost. So you'd be
Oh, yeah,
in
they
the
should
roll
get
bar practically.
It was tough to be in a modified.
right.
So
I believe it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Scott Sestodio said Brent needed to pick a lane in that whole get together with
That's funny.
Bryson.
That's harsh.
In the Sport 4s, Arthur Miak took down his 4th win of the season. Crown Bix, John Dulac fended off Mike Cavallero in the final laps to get his 2nd victory in the last 3 races.
Looked like we got somebody to give Cavallero a run for his money.
Yeah,
huh?
definitely. But Diego, it's funny that we have a little something here for you. So I was supposed to practice this name, John Lallier. Is that correct, Bonsa?
Yep.
That guy, this is pretty entertaining there. Go ahead, Rems.
What much more do you feel like you have to do in order to close in on the leaders?
Pop their tires.
I thought that was pretty good.
That's
right to
correct.
the point. Yeah.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Bandolero Outlaws.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Ooh.
Big thanks to our friends over there at K2 Automotive. How could we forget
Oh, yeah.
them?
They are
course.
great.
Yeah, good and loyal listeners and
Yeah.
watchers of the pod. Yeah, appreciate their
They're
support.
awesome.
So I mentioned Landenheim at Waterford winning. Well, in the Bandolero Outlaws, Landenheim ended up sweeping the week, winning at Waterford on Thursday, then winning Friday at CONT.
Nice.
Luca Dibb's streak came to an end after a mechanical problem sidelined him early in the feature.
Rems, how you feel about that?
I mean, stuff happens. I can't.
Oh, that's very
be
nice
upset.
of you. Oh, you're the sweet one. On
Wow,
the
I
bunch.
would have
know.
raged out.
Right.
She didn't say that they screwed her.
Nope. No.
She took the high
Take
road.
notes, Cindy.
Yeah. All right. Carry on.
In the Bandolero Bandits, Landon Solomito's run of dominance continued as he was victorious for the 7th time.
Nasty.
Stafford Speedway on Friday in the SK Modifieds, the SK 5K. After a lap 1 incident between Glenn Reen and Mike Christopher Jr., it was Christopher that would lead every lap en route to his second SK 5K win. And oh, by the way, Keith Rocco won the Triple Crown.
I have footage of what happened to Glenn.
What
So-
happened? Yeah, let's
watch.
check it out.
In command.
Reen has the lead, Christopher in second, but he is not going to waste any time going for the lead. Reen throws the block over, correction goes head on into the
terrible
wall.
music.
On the
What are you
first
talking
lap of
about?
the race,
That's
when
rude.
Reen, our pole sitter, crashes out of the race.
Bennett, how'd you see that?
I was watching it live.
How'd you see it?
Driver that started on the pole.
I see it as
Oh, wait, hold on. We got a little in-car. This is from Mike's in-car.
if you want, I right when I watched it live, I thought that was Glenn's fault. Michael had to run, coming out of 2, and it's way too early to put that move on. And I've watched enough SK racing to understand there's also a little bit of a draft at Stafford. And
Yeah.
if you look, the 10 is a little bit squirrely, like halfway down the straightaway.
Yeah.
He put this. I understand he maybe in his mind it's lap 1. He's probably thinking Michael's not gonna go in there. And,
Yeah, right.
And in my opinion, it also looks like Michael's not trying to get there.
Right.
It's just you've driven a modified as well.
Yeah.
You
Right.
hook bumpers a certain way, but I just felt like that was more on Glenn than Michael.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, it looked like it was a racing deal.
What'd you
I
think?
mean,
Real early.
it's easy to say it's a racing deal. I'm sure Glenn wanted to control the early part of that race.
For sure.
It was important for him to set the pace, and probably caught him slightly by surprise that the 82 had a run like he had. I would chalk it up. I know Glenn's probably pissed, and I like Glenn, but it really was like I don't think. I by no means think Mike Christopher ever meant to do that.
No, absolutely
and
not.
yeah, that didn't want to happen, especially that early in
Right.
the race. He's way too good to do some stuff like that. It's like a racing deal.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
And then when I say Glenn's fault, it was it was like the benefit of the doubt
No,
type of thing.
right.
It's lap
Oh, I
1 of a
understood.
100-lap race, and I'm not saying that Glenn was like, I'm gonna go block him. I just
Yeah.
think he's like, all right, I'm out of shape. Michael knows I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
So when I go down here, he's not gonna pile
And
drive
it's
through
not,
me.
it's,
Yeah.
he didn't even make a lap yet.
Yeah,
Right.
you can say it was
Right.
his fault, but it definitely was like a slip. Like you're saying, it was definitely more of a slip up than a deliberate move. It sucks not only for that race, but like he was arguably in the points chase for
Yeah,
the
he's had a great
SKs, and
season.
I feel like now
Who's that,
that might be
Glenn?
out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Back
I'm
like
gonna,
80 points now.
every race with Glenn in it, I know some guys. He's an aggressive guy. He's like our guest tonight. Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Wow. But
You really wanted to emphasize that point.
I love this guy.
But
though.
I love it.
Here,
But it's.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Without Glenn in the race, it's not as good of a race. So you hated to see him out so early because
Right.
he's actioned. Like I don't care if he's 5th or 3rd, you gotta watch him.
Well, here's the thing. People talk about how it was lap 1 of 100, and I get that, but the SK is kind of the same with the late models, especially in those Triple Crown races. They get spread out.
Yeah.
And when it
Right.
gets spread out, it becomes really hard to pass, unless you're Anthony Bella. We'll talk about that in a moment.
It
But
kind of.
That was
sorry, go ahead.
impressive too.
yeah. So those guys are thinking we got to get as much as we can probably in those first few laps while bunched up 2 by 2. Yeah, it's lap 1, but what if the race goes green to checker? And once everybody settles in, it's really hard to get by people.
Yeah, it's more noticeable in the late models just due to the car count. But like the SKs, they all start on 3 fresh tires. So, you're not going to see passing from, the tire games that get played in the other divisions. And especially in a 100 lapper, once you get out, everyone's on worn tires, green racetrack. I mean, if there's no caution, that's the game right there. So you have to take it all, even if it's early in the race. I mean,
How many
lap
cautions
one's
were there
important.
during that feature? Only
Not
2?
many.
2 or 3.
3 or
2 or
4,
3.
I
So
think.
I
yeah.
mean, you understand why. I would have done the same exact thing Michael Christopher did.
Right.
Right.
Junior. I would have
Yeah.
done the same exact thing. I have done it. It is what it is, and he did not want it to happen. I wouldn't want that to happen, but yeah, it's just I hate, like you said, it is a racing deal.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if Glenn could see that happening outside the race car, I don't think he makes that move.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if race control put the 82 to the back?
That would have stirred up a discussion. Well, no,
Right.
people thought he should have been put to the back.
And I wasn't sure. I'm watching on Flow, and I was like, oh, I mean, what's going to happen here? Because that could go either way. It's all up to human discretion at that point, right? If somebody's got a small hair across them, it's rough riding.
Yeah, but Paul LaRue has done a great job in the drivers' meetings all season.
Yeah.
Don't put us in that situation.
Right.
The blocking, the chopping, don't make us make that call. And
that's great advice.
He does. And he goes, and then the best part of that is there's an open door policy after the race. Come on up. And I have taken advantage of that this season, gone up there, and they didn't, with the incident that we had, I told them my side. And when they went back and saw the footage that BRV sent them, he sends them footage every week of all of his stuff. I got a text from Paul, and he's like, "I see it now, and I understand it, and where I was coming
Makes
from."
you feel better. At least that
yeah. I mean, there's nothing. It's not going to change the result of it, But it's like, and I don't know if that was there at Stafford years ago, especially when I first started there. Me and Chris Combato, not Chris Combato, but Frank Combato went round and round with a lot of things. It seems that Paul is trying to be so transparent, and I don't know if that's quite their style. But he's really doing a good job, in my opinion, when it comes to that. And he's been saying it in the drivers' meeting.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, blocking's become a big crackdown topic this season.
Yeah, and they've cleaned it up. A lot of divisions, I mean, the Limiteds and SK Lights had some real wreck fest at the beginning, but they've done a good job cleaning up the act a bit.
Well, let's talk about Bello. Starting dead last in that race. He wasn't going to compete the week before, but that rain out helped him. That's impressive, going from last to second with not that many yellows.
Listen, Bello did good. How about... Let's just give Timmy Jordan a shout out.
I was happy for Timmy.
For bringing a car.
Yeah.
Like that, they don't even race there.
Right.
I mean, I know they're good friends with Kopsick, but they brought a car that was good, capable of winning. I mean, the 82 was really good.
Yeah.
And he got to sit out front and cruise. I don't even know if the 47 started up front, if he could have beat the 82, because the 82 really never had to go
hard.
Yeah.
Right? But Bellows needs a big congratulations on a run, and even bigger congratulations, I think, goes to Timmy Jordan for bringing a car that could compete with their weekly cars.
Right.
That was unbelievable.
We know how competitive it is. I mean,
and then to come from the back and pass everybody?
Yeah, he was impressive.
Wow.
He was the show.
Very good.
In the street stocks, Ryan Waterman passed Brent Gleason with a few laps to go, getting his 10th victory in 14 races.
Ooh, that was getting dicey.
Yeah, it was.
I have the footage of
all right.
them getting a little
Did
dicey.
you watch this one?
I watched this live.
Lewinsky Lowe's right behind the front two. Waterman again trying to get down to the inside. Gets
The world's rooting him right there.
I mean, the world's rooting for the 81 right
They
here.
come off the turn. They're almost side by side.
With less than 3 laps to go, Gleason leads, but Waterman's still right there.
Boy,
Gives
the
Gleason
classic
another
move.
You
bump as
consider him
Gleason
blocking?
slides off of 4.
Back end of the car shifts
not-
around.
no,
Waterman
absolutely
sees
not.
an opening.
No.
Behind him.
He's gotta
all of a
realize
sudden,
that
here comes
that
Jason
75
Raymond.
rolls.
Bottom
Oh,
of
yeah.
turn 2.
And down
lead
turn 3,
change
he
is
rolls
about
really
to
good,
take
especially on
place.
the apron.
Into
Every,
three.
every
He
single
has the
week.
top spot.
So it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone when he rolls in there like that.
Yep.
That car gets into 3 better than anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he pulls up to the door from being a half back in the middle. Like, it's hard to stop that.
I was bummed for Brent because he led so much of that race, and then 2 laps
He's
to go.
getting closer,
And then he didn't
though.
even finish on the podium. He finished
Yeah.
4th.
I gotta say, for having the same guy having won 10 of 14 races, I mean, they're not snooze fests. Like the final pass with Waterman, especially, said maybe some credence to the pole here with the handicap. Passes him in the last 2 or 3 laps every time. I mean,
But there was no
Yeah.
heat races, so the handicap, he was the furthest back that he could actually be
it
that time.
was
no
set
heat races.
from oh no, it wasn't with the
street
rain
stocks,
out. That's
no.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he started as far back as he could have.
Right.
Right.
Still can't stop him.
Tell you what,
No,
Michael.
I want him to stop winning.
Yeah, because your record's in jeopardy.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Most wins in a season.
Yeah.
But you feel something
But-
watching. You
but
know, you
there-
get angry.
Oh no, listen. If every record is meant to be broken, that's the way
Right,
I see
right.
it. But really, we have 15 that season, but they said our rims were illegal. and they took the win away.
Wait,
they
what?
took but the guy that won the race actually had custom rims built to their rule. But then the track, I brought like a bunch of brand new rims to the tech shack like on a Tuesday, and I'm like, this is what's being sold at your trailers for that rule, and I proved that we weren't illegal, and so they gave me 7th place.
Wow.
And 7th place money and points, but they took the win away, and we were deemed illegal. So I will always see it as if he does break the record, we actually had 15.
Yeah.
And I'll tell everybody that. I don't really care. But yeah, we know we had
Those
15.
rims probably went out of
wins,
existence
man.
with the old Tech Shack, too. It might have been an artifact that was in there.
No, I got the rims back.
Oh, really?
Oh, they weren't illegal. Because once they had them, and then once they weren't illegal, they gave them back. But good for them, not like taking the points away from us that time. But yeah,
Good enough for 7th.
How many races were in that season?
22.
Wow.
20 or 22.
2/3. Yeah.
It was inaugural season, so we started off with like 6 cars.
Yeah.
But like
In the
all of our
limiteds,
good
yeah.
friend Ben Dodge says, it takes 2 cars to have a race.
That's
Yes.
right.
And
That's it,
someone's
man.
got to win.
Yep.
And they don't, unless you really dive into what Bonza does and Kyle Rickey do every week with the stats.
Yeah.
It says Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right, that's all that matters.
That's all that
That's it.
matters, and
Yep.
that represents our team. So.
Yeah, for sure.
SK Lights, Chris Matthews finally found some good luck winning the race, which was called at the halfway point due to fog. So the late models and limited late models ended up not running. So Michael Bennett is still our most recent late model winner at Stafford.
Matthews needed that one, man.
He did.
I have never seen in my life fog come in and go as fast. I mean, you couldn't see anything.
Cloud seeding.
And then
Yeah.
I get up, you get a snack, go to the bathroom, I come back, and it's like, the hell happened? Where'd the fog go?
Yeah.
So during victory lane for the SKs, I was looking down at my phone and I look back up and it's just a wall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, where in the world did that come from? Standing up in turn 4, I couldn't see beyond the start finish line. That's how dense it was.
Yeah, from the start of from the start of Christopher's win interview to the end of Keith's, I was like, is there a fire happening off of 1 and 2? I mean, that's the only thing I could deduce. Why is there a gigantic plume of smoke?
Yeah.
We come back out from commercial and you can't even see the back straightaway. So
Yeah, we had loaded our car. We just had to check tire pressures. We loaded the car up, didn't strap it down because if you looked at the radar, there was like another blob of rain coming.
yeah, the cell.
Yeah.
So we're like, we're gonna watch the SK race until lap 50 or 60, and if it's not gonna rain, if it dissipates, we'll go unload the car. We go do that, and immediately the interior of the car just fogged right up with all that moisture, taken out of the trailer. And we're sitting there, and my brother says, we've been fogged out before. I'm like, don't say that. We got to get the cars out there,
summoned it.
that Darryl Waltrip thing, the vortex.
vortex.
The vortex
Yeah,
thing.
right.
But, and then they got quiet. I'm like, are the SK lights on pit road? And he looks at Flo, and he's like, yeah. And some guys are like, it's kind of like we can't see. I'm like, this isn't good.
No.
And then it did clear. We roll out back, and I'm sitting there, and right when that last wreck happened, or whatever,
Yeah.
I couldn't see the billboards, and I was in the opening. A few back from the opening. I'm like, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew right there. It was crazy. I'm like, we've been.
That's so disappointing, too, right? Because you always worry about rain,
Right.
right?
Fog,
You
it's
get-
like fog.
happens
Really?
at
Yeah.
the Speedbowl sometimes. We turn the lights off on that.
Yeah, I
aspect.
mean, I wanted to believe in DW, but I mean, they had 32 cars out there. Maybe not enough horsepower. I don't know, but you figure they would have cleared it right up.
Yeah, but all that Stafford went through that night
Yeah, I
to
know.
get to that point to
Right.
have the last 2.5 features
Incredible.
get fogged out. It's kind
Yeah.
of disappointing for their
It's
efforts.
just unbelievable.
Because we were
Hey,
delayed by several, like half an hour to an hour
Started
because of rain.
7:30-ish.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amanda West. She got banged up pretty good there in that wreck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her hand got caught in the wheel.
I didn't even see it. I heard it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I heard it in the backstretch, but I didn't see it.
How about
Yeah.
Cassandra Cole finishing second?
She's
Yeah,
picking
she
up
had-
points.
She had a great
she's
great
fast.
night. Yep.
All right, continuing the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update, we go to Waterford on Saturday.
We know people that race there.
We do. Now, last week, we talked about one of our surprises in 2026 being Todd Owen not winning at the Bowl yet. I think, Diego, you might have brought that up. Well, Todd Owen finally broke through for his first win of the season.
Oh, good job by him.
Diego pissed him
yeah.
off.
I'm
yeah.
the one that brought it up, but that's all right.
Oh, that was
okay.
Sid? My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I didn't bring that up, but Todd's. I mean, it's hard to hold him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the icebreaker, right? Is that this year?
No,
No.
he
Was that the year
won.
before?
He won one Thompson race this year.
Oh, he did. I thought it was the icebreaker, but
No.
but I knew he had won at Stafford early.
Yeah,
Yeah, he won
And,
the Sizzler.
he won the Sizzler.
I mean the Sizzler.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say, the Sizzler. But yeah, it's great to see him back at the Bowl. He's been a loyal competitor there. I mean, 10 years now running, and so he
Yeah.
knows the track good. Him and Flannery for a long time. So I tried to watch a little bit of the race in between our races. Him and Flannery were gone. I mean, and they were just looked like they were having fun.
like a couple years ago.
Yeah, racing for the wins. Good for Chassis Pro.
I questioned some of Todd's finishes the way they are the past few years because of how much he's helping all these young racers.
Right.
With the SK lights, you see a lot of them, the rental business, they're getting destroyed at times. He's rebuilding them week after week with a different driver sometimes. Right. That has to take away from his focus with his own race car.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah.
And maybe when everything goes well with all those rentals, he's able to focus on his car and Flannery's car, who's right there, and
right.
for them to finish 1-2, something happened during that week that probably let him regain that focus, and there they go.
Yeah.
Well, this will be fun to talk about. The late models. Ray Christian III accumulated the least amount of points over the 3 segments of the late model 100, winning the event. Christian finished 3rd in segment 1, 3rd in segment 2, and 1st in segment 3.
You damn right, wise ass.
Tyler Chapman won segment 1, Sean Gadecki won segment 2, and our very own Diego Monahan overall finished 3rd.
Shocker.
What did you go in the segments, though?
Well, first segment, finished 10th.
10th.
What the hell?
I got into a little accident.
Little?
Little accident.
Yep.
Second segment, I finished 2nd.
Okay.
Very close to winning. 3rd segment, I finished 3rd.
Wow, it's perfect. They saw you cross the line 3rd.
2, 3. There was 17 or 18 cars. It's a good field.
It was, yeah.
Good cars there. And they inverted. So, like the last one, I think I started like 16th or 17th
Right.
and finished 3rd.
Had a good car.
That was an accomplishment for me.
Did you like the format?
I did. I did. I had a really good car. So, racing, I like racing, and it's fun racing when you're passing cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm just, the field is so tight there. Like, I mean, Michael, you've been there. So, like, we're all within a 10th.
Yep.
Right? So, to pass cars, you're just waiting to see who wiggles, who's tired.
Yeah.
And try to capitalize. I was just fortunate enough to have a really good car.
And the mistakes don't happen that often.
I was pissed off I didn't win it, to be honest. I thought we had a good enough car to win it, but sometimes it just doesn't go that way.
It's that 10th, man.
Yeah, the 10th hurt me, but that's all right. There's always another week.
With the format, was that because of the fuel cells or just
No,
trying to?
I think they tried to duplicate the Milk
Milk
Bowl.
Bowl.
Okay.
So
That's
they ran
on
a
the road.
format like that. And then I talked to my brother a couple times. We went to dinner. I thought 100 was going to be a lot for me.
Oh,
So I thought we could
cater
break
to you.
this up.
Sean, you got to shorten these segments.
I knew there was something.
No, it was cool though because they had a redraw. You drew out of a hat. So they did 3-car qualifying. You got 2 laps. The top 8, there was a redraw, I think, for 8. So Glenn Thomas set fast time. He drew the pole. I think he drew 8. And I was lucky enough to draw 3. I liked the way, and it was a total invert each race though. So, if you won, you started dead last the next one, and so on and so forth. So everybody had to drive through the field if you wanted to win the thing. You couldn't start up front every race.
Right.
So it made for some dicey moves through the race. That's the only unfortunate part, right? Because you hate to see wrecked race cars, and Derek Anderson got tore up pretty good. And there was a few other cars that there was a couple wrecks that could have been really bad that, Haidar had a shock break off, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
They came back out. But, the down part of that is and Michael could attest this, when you do the invert and you start some slow cars up front that finish last, they finished last in the first one for a reason.
Right.
So when you stack them all up in the first 6 or 8 rows, first 3 rows, man, it's like a bunch of caged animals, like trying to get around them, and it gets real. I mean, you see like the late models, the ACT cars are really wide car. And I'm like looking in front of me, and I'm seeing shit like 3 wide. I'm like, oh my God. Like this is not going to be good, and that's the only downside of that.
Yeah, but
it makes for good racing.
I was just going to say, as a driver, I can see why you guys wouldn't like that. As a fan, that
It's
sounds
entertaining
awesome.
as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
some
sure.
of these races that we've been dealing with, we go green to checker. I love them.
Yeah, right.
I'm driving the wheels off the thing every lap,
Right.
and you can feel what the car's doing and stuff. But restarts, they always fall at the wrong time. But
Yeah.
just I saw the one photo on Facebook. I didn't get to see, a bunch of wrecked race cars at Waterford, and immediately it went to my head. I'm like, oh, it's because they inverted.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't somebody trying to brute somebody out of the way. It's probably that guy expected that guy to go in like a car length deeper.
Right.
And it's you get on the binders, the rear end comes a little bit, the guy slams into you,
Right.
and someone sideways up the track, and then people are wrecking.
I think what happens is it really tests your patience as a driver, like especially for a guy like you. Could you imagine 20 cars in your division and you're starting 12th and you have like a small roadblock in front of you for like 6 laps?
It's tough.
Right? And all of a sudden it's like a test for you to how aggressive am I going to get right now, because you're about over it.
Yeah, well, it depends. If you're on the outside, you also know at Stafford, you also know you can't really go anywhere.
Right.
But it's even a little more like, okay, I don't need the last person behind me to pass us before I get down.
Right.
But that happens. But if you're on the bottom and you're watching guys be able to roll the top a little bit, you know that guy is really chugging it up, and it's like it's time to go.
Yeah.
And then either you've made a stupid move, or you piss somebody off, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. You just keep rolling.
Our man Rob Bichardi's in the chat and has said very eloquently, starting turds at the front usually ends in disaster.
And to my point, it does.
Yeah.
But if they're see, I watched the street stock race at Stafford, and Matt Martell is an ex coworker of mine, and he hasn't had a great car, but he without the handicap or whatever, the street stocks, the heat races. Sorry, he started on the pole, and it's probably not a great idea. He's been struggling, but in the same sense, that's his opportunity. See what his car really has.
Right.
But he did a good job of also getting out of the way.
He did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's you can't be numb to the fact that your car isn't all there.
Right.
So I kudos to him. When I saw him starting the pole, I was like, well, maybe he's got something better. A little more confidence because he's been working on some things. But I don't know exactly who started the pole or those races at Waterford.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I remember seeing that one. What's that?
How was the crowd?
I thought it's always pretty good to me.
Yeah.
It's not Stafford.
No, I understand that, but I'm just wondering, like, did this event, like, do you think it drew people in or no?
I don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't know if it was one of those free nights, but I know my brother's trying to put on a lot of promotions with towns with discount or free. And there's first responders nights coming up, and those guys get in. So I always think the crowd's pretty decent. And more importantly, like, there was a lot of ACK races happening this weekend. They had the race Sunday.
They had a big one at Star.
They had a big one at Star. And so for the Speedbowl, it's just unfortunate that they all fell on the same weekend, because I think you would have had over 20. I mean, there was 16 or 17 there, and they were good cars.
Yeah.
And so I think the Speedbowl did a great job for what they were up against. And the crowd at the Speedbowl is a Speedbowl crowd. And so they kind of always show up.
All right, what else you got there, BT?
Plenty. SK Lights. Robert Bloxton III got it done for the second time in the last 3 races.
He's hot.
Damn straight.
Street Stocks. Al Stone III was back on top. Win number 4 for him, like Chad Baxter.
Like a quiet 4 wins for Stone.
Yeah, if
Don't
you
you
asked me
think?
how many he had, I would say 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I really feel like he's been under the radar.
Yep, I agree.
All year. For a guy that's has the most wins
He's
in the
the
division,
best. He's the GOAT.
He's been under the radar a lot this year.
This guy is never under the radar. Trucks. Tyler Chapman went back to back. I guess he used a bumper on the last lap to win too. Lynham finished second.
I didn't see it, but I listen. I like Ryan Lynham, but I picked Tyler Chapman, so I was slightly happy.
Lynham will remember that.
I know, Lynham. I love you, buddy.
Mini stocks. David Lee returned to victory lane for the first time in 2 years.
Hey.
Yeah, good for him, man. He sent me a message too about because he's in a Volkswagen, Diego.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like the old Jeff Jigalewski days.
Yeah, and Damn, he mentioned somebody else as well that had the Volkswagen. Well, you know what I remember with the Volkswagens is Wayne Darling. They used to have a division called Volkswagens, or they would call them like mini stocks. I'm trying to look here in the Speedbowl history.
Oh, I know who else had one.
Go.
A guy named Stan. Do you remember? I forgot his last name. He had a Volkswagen and mini stocks back then.
Stan.
Not his name, but his name was Stan.
COXE, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forget how you pronounce that last name, but.
Want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cox.
Okay, there you go.
That's a good
All right.
clip.
So wait,
Clip that one.
so Volkswagens, they raced in 68, 71, 72, and 75. So late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, Wayne Darling won. I'm not familiar with any of these other names. Jack Kane, Dave Rowley, Ed Maloney, Tom LaPlante. Sometimes they were called Formula V cars. So rare that they that Volkswagens visit victory lane, but good for him, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lee's been fast.
Yeah,
though.
he's a good dude. Yep, good to see.
Crown Vic's Jack Emerson triumphed for the third straight feature.
Yes.
Anyways, CONT Speedway on Saturday. Monaco Modifieds in a phenomenal 4-car battle for the victory. It was John McKennedy that pulled off an improbable charge from the back to score his second win of the year.
Go ahead.
We have some footage from that race, so let's take a look.
Play the whole damn race.
It's only a handful of Carlings. Back to McKennedy now with 111 up on the board. Here comes Silk
This
to
is
the
14
inside.
laps to go.
Silk throws it
Reserve
out
does a
in the
great
inside
job,
lane.
man.
Yeah,
the drone
seriously.
is covering the action to the top side. Here they come. On
His
turn
car
number
looks great
4.
too. The red, white, and blue.
Brand new leader? No, it is still Brett Meserve.
Not this time, though. Silk gets a run down the backstretch. Here comes
All right, just real quick while we're watching this. So I went from the drone footage to this footage because our drone pilot, Ben, oh, we skipped ahead. Well, Ben ran out of battery.
Really?
And had to go and recharge. I sent him a text. I'm like, dude, great job by you knowing the moment and changing the battery to get the last couple laps.
Right.
And he's like, dude, you were losing your mind over the radio. I knew I had to get back out there.
Sid was going
Yeah, when
crazy,
Sid starts popping off, you just know.
especially when
No question
McKennedy
about
joined the
it.
fray.
4 cars contending for the same airspace. Deep into turn number 3. Heavy traffic up ahead. It is Ron Silk.
You know,
Here
Meserve
comes Kopsick
fell
again.
back to fourth,
Here
but he
comes
was
John
still with him.
McKennedy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like he faded. He was still part of that pack. Hey, now.
Hello.
down the backstretch of McKennedy.
That
Man,
rear
I can't believe
bumper
those
cam.
cameras made it on battery.
Defense and offense.
Yeah, well, those rear bumper cams are older, and the older GoPros actually last
Yeah,
better.
like a
Into
fat
1 and 2. McKennedy down to the inside of Silk.
Less than 8 circuits remaining. John McKennedy has come from the back
I thought
of the
Kopsick
pack
was going to try and
run
cover
to the
both
front of
lanes
the
and keep them
field.
side by side.
started
He tried.
Should've.
way back
He just
in the 22nd
didn't pull it
starting
off.
position. It's not done yet. 7 circuits remaining.
I'm sure we all thought if
Stephen
McKennedy clears
Kopsick
Silk, then
is the
it's
leader
on.
now. John McKennedy
Kopsick
is
would
in
only let us put a
striking
rear
distance
bumper
in
cam on his
second.
car and
He is
actually have no
continuing
complaints.
to
Worked out pretty
apply the
nice.
pressure.
Right,
This
right.
time, the high 5 is out. 5 laps to go.
Kopsick holding on to that lead down into turn 1. McKennedy up to
I mean,
second, and he is
you could-
chasing down the 1.
You could
Down to
actually
the
hear,
inside,
watch when
McKennedy
you can
goes.
hear the
Settles it
crowd
back
sometimes.
in. 4 laps remaining this time.
He tries it again. It
I mean, usually
doesn't
we
work
look for
this
sportsmen
time.
to put on the
4
show of the night. I'm
cars,
like, how do you
single
even live
file.
up to this,
The
guys?
clock is
Right.
ticking.
Good luck.
There won't be any overtime in this one. Here comes
Work
John
the top.
McKennedy. High
See, right
wide,
there, you could
hands
hear a
him
little
on
bit of the
turn
crowd,
number
like-
4. They are wheel to wheel and side by side.
They touch at the stripe.
Just-
but it's
just an
McKennedy
amazing
working
show.
the outside.
I got to tell you too that Silk and Kopsick were definitely disappointed in victory lane or the post race interviews, but I think Silk said it best. Like, congrats to Johnny, ran a great race. Bummed that we didn't win, but glad to be a part of it. Like, they knew that they were in something special. You know what I mean? Even the guys that didn't win. I mean, it was just an amazing, amazing race.
Yeah, Kopsick made a similar comment. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like, you know it's a moment. I mean, when everyone gets out, everyone's happy, even the guys who lost by that much. That's when you just know. Like, that's what it's all about.
What I love about that battle is that you have Silk, who is the most established in modified racing amongst those 4, and he had a newer right rear tire compared to both Meserve and Kopsick. Then you have Kopsik, who has firmly established himself now as one of the newest big names in modified racing. Then you have McKennedy, who came from who knows where to become a factor after he was not even a thought for 75% of the race.
Right.
And then Brett Meserve. Relatively speaking, the ultimate underdog story, tire deficit, not a consistent front runner compared to Silk and Kopsik, but he's up there holding his own, trying to fend them all off. And it just led to this fantastic race. Very clean race, too.
I think Meserve is always the underdog.
Yeah.
No matter how well he does, and he always does good.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he's always a consistent top 5 car. Like, they come down to the bowl. When they come down to the bowl in a few weeks, I guarantee that they're going to be a top 5 car. But you always consider them an underdog because the series is so good. You got the McKennedys, the Silk, the Kopsiks. These guys are great.
Right.
Sprinkle in a few Jake Johnsons and a couple of these other guys, man, it is a tough series.
Well, when McKennedy passed Williams to take 5th, he was probably a second and a half behind the front 4 or front 3 when McKennedy moved up to 4th. Yeah. And he just ate that gap up so quick.
Yeah.
Well, it helped that they were battling too.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
That was a really good race. One of the best Monaco modified races I've ever seen.
Yo, Bonzo, we got the Jolly Rancher guy in chat.
Oh,
do you believe that? I can't believe he finally ID'd himself.
Oh, geez.
We've been living off that on the Friday nights at Stafford. I mean, when you eat like a dozen in a row, the aftertaste isn't great, but it gets you through the night.
You guys eat that many Jolly Ranchers?
Apparently he does.
I do,
You do? Your teeth aren't rotting out?
Oh. Well, you got to keep up with it, but you think those are bad. Try eating a bunch of Warheads in a row. Your mouth start freaking bleeding.
Wow.
They gave us a big bag of Jolly
Ranchers.
Ranchers.
Be a pound and a half.
Yeah, it was huge. Anyways.
Right. Yeah, let's stay focused.
Late models. In his season debut, Jacob Burns took the victory.
Yeah,
the winning move on the outside.
Yeah.
Sportsman Scott Seredinsky Jr. captured his first win of the season, and they needed that. They were kind of struggling this year.
Yeah, they had to wait until after the Monaco race. I didn't get to see any of it because we were obviously getting everything together. But they had 25 of them there. They had a great car
Probably a
count.
hell of a race.
Yeah.
In the sport trucks, Colton Teague was able to score win number 1 of his sport truck career. I met him the week before. Really chill dude.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Now we go to Star Speedway on Saturday with the NEMA Lights. Jack Dumas, who we normally talk about in the Pro Force scene, claimed his first NEMA Light victory.
Wow. All right. Impressive.
Now we go north of the border to Autodrome Chaudière for the Granite State Pro Stock Series.
Worked all week for that.
Jimmy Renfrew Jr. back-to-back in the Granite State Pro Stock Series.
Surprising?
No.
Not necessarily.
No. That dude winning? Never.
Dude, a beast.
We'll talk about him in a moment. Riverside Speedway and Adventure Park on Sunday in the American Canadian Tour. Jesse Switzer was able to best Nick Sweet in the closing laps for his first win of the year.
So I have footage of this really rough wreck during the heat race. So
That sucked.
All right.
Yeah.
Do tell.
One of the point contenders, Caden Fisher, yellow car.
Fisher in trouble.
You think we're done?
4 cars over the
You see all that fluid at top turn 1?
I was gonna say, did he lose something there? Like, how bad is this wreck?
Blew up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my holy Arca.
He was the leader of the heat race and slid in the oil and crashed
Could
into
you
Caden
imagine
Fisher.
how does that happen?
The spotter.
Why was he going that fast?
Besides going that fast, the spotter, why is the caution out, right? You would think that they're doing their job. Race control's telling them, hey, there's fluid.
Right.
But that's
bad.
Could you imagine?
I would have probably got out and thrown my Hansavite.
Right. You just walk home.
No, I wouldn't walk. But
Walk out of the park. Just somebody pick me up, please.
Yeah, that's disappointing. And he wasn't able to return.
No, he did.
Oh,
he did.
So I think they put another engine in, and he went back out with basically no nose.
Just to get some points.
Yeah.
Yeah, finished 20th.
That sucks.
And then also we have footage of the lead at the end of the race. So,
Just
yeah.
played it.
This is a good race.
Fingers in the air from our chief starter, Jason Lemoy.
Riverside is a narrow track.
Yeah, but they don't even touch. This is good. Look how clean the cars look
Yeah.
for a whole race, right?
But the
Man, my
racetrack
sh-
has 2 grooves.
My shit at the Speedbowl was all beat up after freaking 10.
I'll stop running into people.
Seriously, dude. Drive like a windshield wiper.
Look at this. Good run for Switzer there, man.
Yeah, it's good racing, man.
Yeah, we talked earlier, though. You have a racetrack that has 2 grooves, and you establish a groove.
Yeah.
The other guy got to go to the other groove and hopefully race you out there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough at these 1-lane racetracks, you know, Stafford and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well, this next race wasn't as clean in the battle for the win. It wasn't rough per se, but in the Pro All-Star Series North, Cole Roby utilized the bumper to pass Jimmy Renfrew Jr. in the final laps for his first pass win.
So
The past car counts are all over the place. Then they had 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the last race we did, they had like 29. They're just so up and down.
So I have footage
let's
of
see
them
this.
beating and banging.
Roby.
For Jimmy Renfrew Jr.
some
The
dynamic
sand
camera.
running through the hourglass for Cole Roby.
Bump.
Oh, gets into him in turn 1.
That's
Here
good.
comes
That's
Roby
good.
to the inside.
Oh, okay, wait, here we
That
go.
ain't nothing either.
Here we go.
Renfrew tries.
Roby goes to the lead. Jimmy Renfrew
Oh, that was
trying to
great. That's
repeat
all
a
well and
favorite
good.
out of 4.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't rough, but there was a little contact
That's
there.
what you want.
Yeah, that's short.
Yeah,
short
it's
track
exciting.
racing.
Yeah,
Right.
short
You
track
know,
racing.
Down
yeah,
with
yeah, I like Joe Logano. So
Don't say it here. No, I love the guy.
no, I saw nothing wrong with that.
No.
And Renfro, I'm sure he's upset because he didn't win the race, and he's probably like, "Why did that guy, drive through me?" But if you go back in his history, he's probably done that too. I don't know all of his history, so we can all look ourselves in the mirror and lie to ourselves. I wouldn't do that, but that's bullshit.
Right.
That's bullshit.
All right, let's check out some points here. Let's do a little update here. Our friends from Myers Crazy Hollow Creamery are going to help us out with Stafford. So Rocco, look, he's got a pretty decent lead here.
That's a
44
lot.
points over defending champ Pulio with Owen in third. And Glace is now, what do we got there? 26, 22?
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
No,
Math
it
is
says
hard.
16. Yeah, 16. Over Tyler Berry now,
Man,
second place.
Tyler Berry quiet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's coming up like that.
And then Waterman is 48 ahead of Brent Gleason. And that's it. The other ones did not race here. They got fogged out, as we like to say. Busy Bees Learning Center are going to help us out with the Speedbowl. So what are we looking at here? Flannery is now 9 points ahead of his chassis pro brethren, Todd Owen. Nick Hovey is still in third. Late models, Ray Christian now 13 points ahead. Diego is still comfortably in third place. Good job by you, buddy. Robert Bloxham that's a solid lead he's got now in the SK Lights.
Yeah, it is.
He's looking good. Ryan Lynham, he has a solid lead in the truck still. What else we got going on Saturday night? Street Stocks. Chad Baxter now 6 points with Stone. Looks like those two are going to battle it out for the title there. And the mini stocks, Chris Minsky hasn't visited Victory Lane since the first 2 weeks of the season, but 53-point lead over Sam Misek. And then Legend Cars were off, were they not?
The Saturday Legends, yes.
Yeah, and then Caprio still leading the Crown Vics. Let's check out some Thursday Night Thunder. And we got Sean Skinner, 12-point lead in the Super X. Christian Herman has got a 92? Holy crap. Basically a 100-point lead there in the X Cars. Aubrey Wasco has taken the lead from Adam Forster in the Thursday Legend Cars by 4 points. And the Bandoleros, Landon Heim is winning by 23 points there. Let's go over to CONT. Homistic Real Estate can help us there. Pro Stocks were off because the Monaco Mods were in the house. Randy Moretti's got that 29-point lead in the Sportsman. That's my guy there, Chase Belcher, Diego.
Oh, yeah.
He's winning the late models by 9 points over Ryan Vanass Jr. and 16 over Richie Murray. And your boy, Scott Sestodio, with the 19-point lead over Jake Veneta. Let's do a little Fast Fridays. We got Ethan Souza leading the Pure Stocks by 8 points. Arthur Miak is a 24-point lead in the Sport 4s. Caballero is just crushing the competition points-wise in the Crown Vics. Jacob Rowdy Burns with the 14-point lead, still over Mason Tessier. Luker Dibbs got a 28-point lead over Zach Kelly. And Landon Salamito continues to lead the Bennett divisions.
Now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but this is going to be their last regular season race this weekend, I believe.
That is correct. We will
Really?
have, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they go
Then we
into
go
their-
into the into the
playoff
playoffs
system.
Playoffs?
Yep.
Yep.
Is
So
it
we
called
will-
the Chase now? I thought I heard them saying Chase at the track.
It's more like the chase. It's more points focused.
Yep.
All right, JDL Motorsports going to help us out with some updates here. Monaco Modified now. McKennedy takes the lead, 5 points over Ronnie Williams with Ron Silk in third. I would love McKennedy and Silk to run the rest of the schedule.
Yeah.
Battle it out with Ronnie, who we know will be doing the complete schedule. What else we got? Gabe Brown remains the leader there. So Caden Fisher is, what do we got there? 43 points there. Pass is updated from the previous week when we didn't have an update, but of course they raced again, so that is still not up to the minute. But as what was available, DJ Shaw has the 35-point lead over Gabe Brown. And then in the, let's see what else we got here. Nemo Lights, Randy Cabral leading there, 140-something points. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds like a lot. And then Granite State Pro Stocks race, but it didn't seem like their points were updated, so we didn't have anything updated there. Thanks to all of our point-standing sponsors. BT, back over to you there, Chief.
Down south to Richmond, Virginia we go. Richmond Raceway, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series running on Saturday. Thanks to rain, Gio Ruggiero finished 9th and clinched a spot in the chase for the championship. Caden Honeycutt celebrated the win. Cup Series on Saturday night. Ryan Priest finished 17th and is still 16th in the standings, driver standings, 50 points under the cut line held by Shane Van Gisbergen. In the owner points, he's still 17th, but 25 points behind the cut line. And when I say he, I mean the 60 car.
Does he have a
owner
shot?
points. Anything's possible because there's only 2 races left in the regular season, but it's New Hampshire and Daytona. Anything can happen those 2 races. By the way, Bob's boy, Joey Logano, won the race.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, he's coming for that 4th title. It's an even year. We know how it goes. I'll tell you right now. 2024 title night was one of the funniest nights of my whole life. The rage bait online. I was going online saying it was better than Tony Stewart. Oh, my God. Imagine if I could do it with Jeff Gordon this time. The rage bait. Next level. I might ascend.
Oh, my
this guy's
God.
above.
What's going on?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
are a dork.
Well,
Sorry. You got to understand.
Let's
Okay.
go to the chat for a moment because Dan said, why wasn't Jake Johnson at the ACT race this past Sunday at Riverside? Well, funny you should ask.
Oh.
Jake Johnson is no longer running the 91 late model for Hartwell Motorsports on the American Canadian Tour or at Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park. When asked about the rest of the season at Thompson, where he was a championship contender and defending champion, well, he was the defending champion because Johnson said he will not be in an ACT car for the foreseeable future. So that's a bummer,
What do
especially
you think
at
about that,
Thompson.
Diego?
I was happy about that.
Why is that?
Well, because Jake's a good guy.
Jesus.
Well, this is a cool story. At Oxford Plains Speedway, Mike Rowe, who's about to turn 76 years old, celebrated his 157th win
Are you kidding me?
at Oxford.
Is that
Oh, by
great?
the
Come
way,
on.
the victory was in the 100-lap super late model race, and he is unofficially the point leader heading into their championship night by 1 point.
There's hope for
That is
me.
amazing.
I know.
I don't
You
want
got,
to be
like-
doing it that
For
long.
me.
An
Huh?
inspiration.
I don't want to be doing it that long.
Yeah, but I mean, he is really stuck in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, you got like
How old is he?
He's going to turn 76.
That's unbelievable.
you got like 10 years to go, buddy.
Stop.
Wow.
Listen, if you ever want to go that far, though, it can be done. That's proven right here.
That's
I mean, that's amazing.
I mean, really, that's unbelievable. When do you see that, though? Let's be real.
Not
You'll
often.
never see that. I don't. It's
Especially
No,
at
it's
the top
impressive.
level,
to
winning.
be that competitive at
Yeah.
that age.
Yeah.
you said 76.
Probably
Yeah, he's
works
gonna
out
turn
like
And
a
like
son
a,
of a bitch.
and like a
man.
headlining division, too. Not like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think the hardest part of that is to have people supporting you for that long, meaning your crew guys.
Right.
Right.
You know, it's hard for me to
Yeah,
have, you know,
right.
it's me, my father-in-law in the garage, and my buddy AJ and my brother and Skylar that have always been a part of my team. They show up on Friday nights. I get that they have a lot of stuff going on. So kudos to that,
Yeah,
that
right.
guy that has enough support to work on his race car, be there,
Yeah.
and then be competitive.
And
Yeah,
Scott
for
Tapley
sure.
said in chat he's recently a cancer survivor too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike Rowe.
Even more
Crazy.
impressive.
Unbelievable, man.
7-time track champion, looking for 8.
Wow.
And this has been the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update.
All right, there. Good job by you. Let's have a little Sign Pro live chat poll update, shall we?
do it.
Diego, straight up 29%.
Straight up?
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that high.
Me
number.
too.
What system do people prefer to create the starting lineup? Yep. 26% enjoy the handicap system. Only 11 like the redraw. 34% plus minus.
That's what I picked.
That's out of the leaderboard
So plus
right
minus
now.
and straight up or top 2?
Must be
Yeah.
drivers
with that.
voting.
Yeah.
I like
I
the plus
voted I
minus.
voted for straight up.
You got to go with a handicap.
I voted for handicap.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well,
love
listen, we'll continue. There's only there's less than half of the people have voted yet, so we still need to.
Yeah, let's get in and vote.
Yeah, we need to
Come
see
on,
some
people.
more numbers here.
Direct
But in the
eyes.
meantime, it's time once again for the Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the Week. You cut it short there, Rams. I don't know what happened there, but that was not your best effort.
Not as bad as last week.
She had to carry you the past couple, said, come on.
Listen,
That's true.
that is no excuse to take the week off. All right, what are we going to talk about here, Reminator? What do you think? How about if I told you that tomorrow is going to be the 117th anniversary of the very first race held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? A crowd of roughly 12,000 spectators were in attendance for the first of what was a 3-day event. Austrian engineer Louis Switzer won the 5-mile, 2-lap dash event with an average speed of an amazing 57.4 miles an hour.
Wow.
The track surface was a crushed stone and tar. It proved very dangerous and unstable. The initial 3-day meeting suffered multiple fatal crashes due to rough stone and tar surface breaking apart. And the tragic incidents led track officials to repave the entire circuit using 3.2 million paving bricks, which earned the facility the famous name, the Brickyard. That is your history lesson of the day,
Wow.
Diego.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
By the way, that second picture of the winning car, number 19, Michael.
There you go.
Oh.
Ours is
Remember.
119.
Sign.
Yeah, yours is 119. That's
119.
technically correct,
It's all
yes.
Bonta on top of that. All right, let's carry on, shall we?
Got to thank Hoosier Tire East today for bringing us a lot of late model related questions. I
Ooh.
wonder why that might be. Here's the first one. You know, when we talked about this event last week, this late model 100 at the Speedbowl, I feel like a lot of us maybe raising an eyebrow. Diego was hopeful. The rest of us, we'll wait and see. But here we are a week later.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we've talked before about things like prize money not mattering as much as, you know, schedule maybe, like, oh, it fits into your schedule. The prestige of a race maybe taking precedent to how much it pays. But, you know, here we are now. 16 showed up to the usual 9 or 10, right? I mean, so you're nearly doubling the field size. Clearly, it accomplished its goal of drawing cars. I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think contributed to its big success here this past weekend?
Hell if I know at this rate. I
Diego?
can't figure it out.
I don't know. I've said this so many times that if you give a racer a chance that has raced at the Speedway before, and they have an opening and they could come down and race, they want to race there, right? So they just need a reason to come. That's one. Like a guy like Derek Anderson, loves the place, hates the place, but loves racing there,
Yeah.
right? Give him a reason to come, and he's coming.
Hey, that's what she said.
Man, good catch, Sid. I almost let that one go.
I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. But as far as the segments go, are we talking about that or not really?
The event as a whole. I mean, I feel like to me it's a little anomalous that they got so many cars. I mean, it's not like CONT was off, and they ran. They had a good field.
I thought the segment thing was really good, honestly, for the fans. They got to see a lot of racing. Good cars come from the back. They got a treat of two 35-lappers and a 30-lap feature.
Yes.
Intermixed in between with 16 cars or 17 cars, whatever it was. Good cars start in the back. You got to see a lot of different racing in the late models. Thought it was a great night for the late models to showcase. I think my gut tells me if somebody was sitting in the stands that may have been on the fence about going late model racing, because they are those people still, it made them want to probably go get a late model if it was like this every week. Just my thought. But
yeah, it's a little unrealistic, though. You're not going to have a 3-stage race every week.
No. I'm talking about just the late model racing.
Oh, got you. Just the quality.
General. Like,
yeah, got you.
Like you think, like the division as a whole.
Yeah.
We know that it was like the limiteds at Stafford years ago, right?
Right.
It's been in
Yeah.
the gutter.
Right.
Right. There's 7, 5.
It has gone up this year.
Every race this year, there's been over 10.
Right.
I don't think there's ever been under double digits this year.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it's been trending over the past 5 weeks of 13 this week to 16. And I think, honestly, if there wasn't, you have a guy like Bobby Pellin. Now, I don't know him personally, but I did get to meet him this week. He's made multiple.
Yeah, he's been there quite a few times.
Multiple times now because it's a great racetrack, like you said.
I love that racetrack.
Yeah.
Right. So
I every time that I went there, I look forward. Every time I had a car to go there, I look forward to it. But when I was running part schedule the last few years, and the Speedbowl is primarily where we raced, it was because of my schedule. You know? So some of these other, you have young families and stuff like that, but I always tried to make the 100 lapper.
Right.
That was, you have a chance. If you have a good car, you get 100 laps to do it. I prefer not the segments.
Yeah.
Let the natural race happen. I didn't know about the segments till I showed up here.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I read my buddy Brian Tagg's post that it was going to be segments, and then then here. But I don't know if I would have liked that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
As a racer, I want to go out, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, the Waterford Speedbowl is a great racetrack. It's so fun to drive, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
we've talked about it even at the beginning of the year. When I was shooting a couple races down there, the track feels like it's made for late model racing. I mean, you're going to see if there's even two competitive cars, they're probably going to get stuck side by side. It's just a shame the car count's been down a past couple of years, but now here it's just creeping back up. I'd be interested to see if any of those guys, after seeing how fun that racing can be, maybe decide, we'll give it another shot here.
I think the Thompson schedule helps too.
Right.
It's unfortunate they don't have cars, but
I know.
where else are you going to race an ACT car unless you're on the tour? And let's face it, that is a tough division.
Yeah,
guys
no
up
doubt.
there are
Grueling,
just,
too.
Yeah, I mean,
schedule.
Seaconk's got him too, but
Yep.
the one thing the Speedbowl always has going for him is, like you said, it's like the racers love the race there.
Oh,
and,
no doubt.
despite all the drama that goes in and out of that place, that's never changed. I
Right.
feel like racers always still love to race that place. Yeah.
That's the thing that keeps that place alive.
Yeah, for sure.
the racetrack,
Yeah.
the actual
actual
drivers
racetrack.
that want to show up and
Yeah,
race
exactly.
there.
I mean, anybody could own it, and as bad as things have been there, with the owner and stuff back then, everybody said, "Well, we're not going there. We're not going there." They eventually
Came
make
back.
their way back.
But in the same sense, you guys have been to a lot more racetracks than I have, especially more in the recent. Looking at the place, even the pit sign and booth, I don't know about this year if they did it, it's kind of like not inviting.
It's not
right?
inviting.
It's not inviting, especially we're all spoiled with Stafford Speedway.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've
It's
discussed that
very-
here.
Yeah.
I
correct.
know you have. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's like if there's some quirky things that go on the Speedbowl that I've been there, and only the few times I've been there, I'm like, wow, like you would not do this at Stafford
Yeah.
Speedway. This would never happen.
No,
Just
right.
get me
Right.
to my trailer, get me to my race car.
madhouse.
Let's get on the racetrack.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I said we had a couple late model questions. There's only one, so sorry to oversell. But what we do have
I love you, Fro.
will not be fulfilled until next year, and we won't get the full answer. What can be done right here? The fall final and the mod tour at New Hampshire in 2027 are scheduled for the same weekend. Saw some talk online. Oh, it was intentional maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know why those comments are happening. What can be done about it? Do you think it's going to be a big issue, or I mean, I'm kind of expecting a swift resolution of that.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, what can be done is Stafford's going to change the date.
Right.
Yeah, that
I
date
mean-
has not been finalized.
Right,
It's just
schedule's not out.
right.
the
So
tour
that's
race is taking place where the fall
Traditional.
final normally
yeah, that's the key
takes
component.
place.
It's the assumption that that's when it's going to be. Right.
Yeah, you would think the tri-track race, the Monaco modified race would be moved, or that whole fall final event would be moved.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But are you more worried about the racers, because the way the modified tour is going right now, I think some of the drivers and teams would prefer to drive the Monaco series.
That being said,
and the prestige of Stafford Speedway in the fall final.
That being said, 31 cars on the entry list for the tour race at Loudon this week.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good field.
If you're gonna run a tour mod race, that's like their Daytona. I mean, that's the race that I personally can't miss as a fan of the mods. I might even make it up there, to be honest.
Which that's Loudon?
Yeah.
I
mean, that's the one to see.
I just think it's go ahead.
I would say if it actually does happen, I could see Stafford, because they run their final championship evening or whatever on the final. Bring back the old fall final, where we race Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the following weekend. That I know as a driver and a fan, I prefer that than what they've been doing. I understand why it happened, when COVID happened.
Yep.
And then it's kind of hard to go back, and there's, some ticket sales and different days and stuff that they've taken advantage of that works for their business. But if we could go back to a traditional fall final weekend where you're crowning champions, every champion, I think that'd be maybe a solution if it comes down to it.
I think I'm with you. I think as a fan, and I'm not a big 2-day event guy, but the fall final did have a little bit like the Thompson World Series, kind of a big event. A lot of RVs out there. It was, but to your point, I think the business model of what they have doing now, I don't think we're going back to it.
It would be tough, but if they had to do it for 1 year, because look, Loudon just constantly keeps getting changed on the schedule for the Cup.
Right.
So if they're like, we'll try it 1 year,
right?
But how cool would it be that all of us are partake as drivers and teams in the pit party on the racetrack?
Yeah,
the late models aren't there.
Yep.
They ask guys to stay, but you got something else going on.
There
They're
was
going to load up and get out of there.
There was a handful of them there last year, maybe like 5 or 6 at all the fender divisions, right?
Well, Jeremy brought up in chat the point that the likelihood that NASCAR was even considering Stafford's possible schedule for next year and making their schedule. That was not ever a thought.
That's really why I wrote this question. I mean, you go to Facebook and you get some real strange people. I mean, really strange people out there that are suggesting that this, the kind of breakup with Stafford and NASCAR that happened years back.
But that was years back.
No,
they could have done that a long time ago.
And now here they are coming back together. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's not the reason why this happened. I mean, you look at the Cup race as the big money maker for that weekend, first and foremost. I'm sure that is almost 100% of what determined the placement of that race. There's probably plenty of things they could do. I mean, if they want to kick the fall final back a week and merge it with the championship night, I mean, I can't imagine they could go up against the World Series if they wanted to push them both back a week. I feel like that's probably more unlikely than the previous solution. I mean, hell, I don't know. They got tour destruction shows. There's a whole bunch of things they could do.
Well, that's one aspect, though, is that the flexibility of a rain date does go away a bit because of that weekend now being a modified tour race at Loudon. And look, that's a case where if you put 2 competing modified series in the same weekend, it's only going to hurt both of them. There's no one that's going to win in the end, in my opinion.
Not in that case.
Well,
I mean, it's 2 prestigious ones, too.
Just sitting here trying to spitball my brain here. I think Stafford could do their championship night on that Friday night.
Right.
And how cool would it be to have all the outlaw-ish type races? Back to what we were talking about with the question of the week there. Now we could do the plus minus and stuff for late models and, do a whole show for maybe a 2-day event Friday, Saturday instead of Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Even though the Monaco or whatever series races, the fall final now, would be the headline and still some racing. But the champions were all crowned on Friday night.
Yeah.
Be something cool. I'm sure Stafford will figure it out.
Of course, right.
Yeah, I can't see it being an issue. But, the Facebook comments. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You got to talk. Yeah, you know more than most. Listen, I'm just speaking the truth, guys. I mean, come on. No. Non-controversial, this Bennett character. Come on.
Just got to laugh.
That's the Stat Chat, people.
All right. Good job by you. Let's carry on. All right, big thanks to our friends over there at WaterWiz for another edition of the Stat Splash. Diego, I had a chat with our buddy there, Nick Tito. He's the historian of the CONT Speedway. And we talked to him a little bit a couple of weeks ago as we were keeping track of Luka Dib's win streak there. That's this little guy right here. Now, his streak has been broken thanks to, I believe, Remy picking him. That ended his fate right there. But his streak of 8 consecutive wins, the longest win streak within one season in CONT Speedway history.
Wow.
Now, Nick told us it's worth noting that Nick Lascola, who's the current Pro Stock point leader, he won 7 straight legend car races to start the 2014 season after winning the last 2 of 2013, giving him 9 straight across 2 seasons. But that's debatable whether or not you want to count those or not.
Right.
Anyways, that's your stat splash. We have a pretty entertaining edition of the Hair by Emma Monahan Fast 5 coming at you right now. What are you going on over here, Reminator?
There you go.
You all right? Okay. All right. You know how we do it. 5 questions. We have prepped our man, Michael Bennett. He is ready to go. Diego, get it started.
Bennett, you got to be honest here.
This is horrible.
Is peeing in the shower acceptable?
It's not in my home.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
It's not in my home.
All right.
So if you're visiting, don't do it.
If you had to pick a current late model driver to be your partner in a 3-legged race, who would it be?
I'll be my teammate, Chris Myers, for sure.
Oh,
I trust
2
that guy.
scoops. 2 scoops.
Which of your past or current daily drivers would you take into a spectator enduro?
My very first vehicle, it was a GMC Jimmy. It was a 86. That thing was, I blew up 2 engines in that thing.
Banger.
A friend of mine, Paul French, rebuilt it in 1 weekend, brought it to school. It got stolen, got it back. We found it, my aunt found it in a church parking lot like a month later. And I would bring that thing because it went through hell and back.
It's ready for war.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Huh.
All right. As a kid, what was the best candy to get on Halloween?
Butterfinger.
Oh,
Still is.
wow. Is
Still
that right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's tough on the teeth, though, no?
Yeah, my kids are like, Dad. Yeah, they know. So, yeah. Butterfinger.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is a really good steak.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
There you go.
I mean, you just can't beat it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good steak is tremendous.
Jay Gilbert's steak and Glastonbury is
Tremendous.
amazing.
We got Butterfinger lovers in the house. I always get the side eye when we go to Dairy Queen. I'm like, give me the Butterfinger
Yeah,
Blizzard right
Butterfingers
now.
Yeah.
suck.
I know.
What
That's
the
rough.
hell?
They're terrible.
Wow.
I mean, how do you not get the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup?
No,
big
it's in
cup. You get the
rotation.
big
It's
cup?
in rotation.
Yes.
Yeah, the big cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blizzard, I mean, God.
All right, let's.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
All right. Thank you, Sydney, for that great introduction. This is the Ed Marcel Firewood and Land Clearing. This is Viewer Mail.
All right.
All right, let's do this on. Here we go. We got our boy Joe Dion, who always has been a great guy to keep sending us an email. So I'm going to read his tonight.
All right.
So this was about the SK Light race, I believe, at the Speedbowl. And it said, last night at Waterford, the 10 and the 14 were black flagged for possibly leaking fluid, while water was found on the back of the 14, so it parked the 10. And it was parked. And the 10 was found to be clean and was sent back out. Why was the 10 not given his spot back? Great question, right? So they pulled them off, right? It was set in a scenario. You guys said they pulled them off down pit road on the backstretch during a green flag.
Well, you can't give him the spot bet if it's during the green flag. How are you going to do that? It's impossible.
How do you do that? But it is absolutely horrendous for the 10.
Yeah.
So what do you do there? Is there anything you can do to try and fix that?
I don't think you can. I mean, you
Can't throw a caution?
Well, I've been behind cars that are leaking, and a few weeks ago I was complaining about on the radio. If they can't see it and it's not happening, how can you just pull someone down? It's got to be obvious, and it is circumstance at that point. But I feel horrible for
the 10 car.
The 10 car. He's already had a rough season, right? Down at the bowl.
Yeah, kind of.
He's had
a little
up and
bit.
down.
Yeah, I think people expected more out of that team,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they do too. And then to have something like that happen, and I don't know how good he was doing, or
Shouldn't they have thrown the caution? Because then, yes, you're going to interrupt the race, but and then if it's wrong, you take him out of the race, and if not, he gets his spot back. Like
You avoid all of this.
There's a reasonable way to continue on afterwards, where you pull him under the green flag, and there's nothing wrong with him, which is what happened.
But who's making the call though? Like, where'd the call come from? I don't understand. Like, Was there a trail that one of the two cars, they couldn't figure out which car was doing it? There was a trail on the racetrack?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Or someone was, one of the corner guys like, hey, there's leak. One of these two cars is leaking. I mean, if they don't know, you gotta let it.
Is your brother in the chat tonight?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure he had some decision to make because he runs race control there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's God, man.
I've seen it. I've seen it at the national level where somebody gets penalized. Like, let's say back then when if you had a loose lug nut, you had to come back down pit road, and you come back down pit road because the official thought it was loose, but the lug nut was not loose. They'll throw the caution out and let you at least get back on the lead lap, if not get your spot back.
Yeah, that's what Tapley's saying. He's
What's
in the
that?
chat. Well, Tapley's saying that, but several people are saying that's
Right.
That's probably what should have happened.
It's one of those things, right? So if my brother did make the call, it's one of those things where it sucks for the 10.
Yeah.
But, as far as I'm just going to have my brother's back here because he's my brother, it's one of those deals where you live and learn.
Yeah.
And the next time this situation comes up, it's bad for the 10 right now. They have every right to be pissed off, especially if I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Right.
Especially if they were running well.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And
he ended up finishing a lap down, by the way.
Yeah, and it's like you take it
terrible.
from somebody that puts the work in or that's putting the money out for tires for the night. Just took it all from them.
Yeah.
Well, Stafford has divisions that don't have pitting or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's happened where there could be a car possibly leaking or dripping, whatever the heck is the situation. But they wait till the caution comes out, bring that car down. They expect it. Either you have it or you don't. And then they get the spot back.
Yeah,
it's
right.
just game time decision is kind
Once
of hard.
Once you pull them down under green and a lap gets completed, it's like you can't reverse time. Like what are you gonna do? I mean, if it takes a couple of laps, are you gonna say, actually, we're gonna go back to the completed lap when they were pulled down? I mean, it becomes impossible. As soon as it happens, they complete a lap, it's just game over.
Well, if you throw the caution out quickly enough in short track racing, you could go back to the last completed lap.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but
caution's got to be thrown.
Quick.
All right, we're going on to question 2. You guys have been talking too much.
All right.
Speak for
Good
yourself.
idea.
All right, Mr. Jeremy Martin.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
We love you, bro. Thanks for sending in your emails, man. It is greatly appreciated. Here's a good one.
Go.
And I'm going to read it. What is your take on the controversy between Race Day CT and Black Flagged Podcast? Is it just clickbait, or is there a place in racing for these online battles?
Yeah, I got a lot to say about that.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, I know. Carry on.
Okay, here we go. This is from our buddy, Mr. Rich Keeter.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Who's made it to the top of flagging. And I love hugging him, too. All right, here we go.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
I'm going to read this whole email.
Okay.
What up, podcast crew? Before I get my question in for tonight's guest, because Sid doesn't watch the National Series stuff.
That is correct.
The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is in action Saturday before the Whelen Modified Tour race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway this weekend. So you going to watch?
The truck race?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see your boy MC3.
Oh,
see how he does.
MC3
Yeah.
be dropping the hammer.
I will be watching, Keeter. You'll be proud of me.
That's a win. I'll take it.
All right, but he says, but anywho. I like anyone that says, but anywho.
If Junior was not in the race.
Oh, well, you know what I say? Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Come on, Sid. It's your home track. Loud it.
Yeah, by home track.
It's your home track.
My man has a few questions for our guest tonight.
All right,
Mr.
we'll read
Michael
them for
Bennett.
crying out loud.
All right.
Let's go.
What was it like being a part of the Davison Food racing family for all those years? Seems like they had a car in every division at Stafford.
Yeah, they did. I was very fortunate to become a part of that family. I had a dare stock. Our family owned dare stock, and a driver that was part of the Davison family at the time was Jeff Malave.
I remember him.
And Jeff had a Billy Kid engine, and I needed a cam for my engine, and he's like, "Hey, have Billy put it in, and I'm going to pay for it. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to put Davison Food on the back panel of your car because Mr. Rowe just does so much, and it'd be cool to have a dare stock, street stock win with Davison Food on it." Now, my wife, I met her. Her father was a crew member on that car, so I already kind of knew a little bit, but that wasn't why I was racing for them or with them.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff did that for Mr. Rowe, and Mr. Rowe the kind of man that he was and person that he was. I got to meet him, and shortly after that, his wife passed away. And I went down to the wake, you know, in respect for them and the family, and I got to meet the sons at the wake. And Mr. Rowe, as I approached the casket, this is the type of, you know, person he was, reaches in his coat jacket. He's like, hey, he's like, here's $1,000. He's like, for my name on the back of your race car. I'm like, that's not why I'm here. You know, I'm here, you know, show respect.
Right,
he's like, no.
right.
He's like, you're part of the family. It was just like that.
Wow.
I don't know if that was Jeff's intention, you know, doing it, but, you know, he did so much for Jeff, and he did so much for Woody, and did so much for SK Light driver Mike Lane and Matt Galco. Though at times Ryan Pisacco with the Kretschmann race team, with Jay Stewart, Mike Quintiliano, all these folks, Shane Prucker, all these people at one point were a part of the Davison family. Jay Stewart, because he drove for the Kretschmanns, all got to be a part of that at some point, and it was a big family. We did a lot of things outside of the racetrack together, parties and going to Loudon and together. And Mr. Rowe just loved it, and he ended up. We ran the Davison. He gave me some more money to go limited late model racing, and then he at the fall final approached me, says, "I want you to be in a late model, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna own your race team. So whatever you need, go get."
Wow.
And that's how I started racing late models. It was right. I would have stayed in limiteds, but I had no, you know, I didn't have the funding or anything to go more.
That's a freaking great story,
I
man.
know, right?
And that.
Oh,
and,
dude, that's awesome.
And his sons, after Mr. Rowe had passed away, Tim Rowe took it over. He did his very best for as long as he could. He wasn't, you know, couldn't do everything that Mr. Rowe was doing. But Mr. Rowe at times said, you know, I don't have a yacht. These are my yachts.
Right.
You know, and he loved going there. And to this day, there's a sticker in the grandstands at Stafford Speedway where Mr. Rowe sat, and it's, you know, in memory of him. So yeah, that he brought us all together.
That's a tremendous story, man. I mean, just to have somebody like that locked in, to have your back is tremendous.
And Mr. Rowe had some big, juicy lips, and he kissed everybody.
He did?
He saw you, you know, he's like, I love you, and just boom, just smack one right on you.
Wow.
Yeah. And you looked forward to it. You know, my grandmother who's since passed, you look forward to. He was a great guy and brought a bunch of good racers together, and at times we were just super close for sure. And it's unfortunate that ended, and we're very thankful for Timmy to keep that going.
That's tremendous. Well, our buddy Mr. Keeter has one more question. He says, although it was short-lived, you spent time in an SK. Why and what went wrong?
Why was my father-in-law, when the Davison deal, finally Timmy couldn't do it anymore. He's like, you know, I'm going to sell out. The 52 that Woody ran was a Davison car. It was in his possession. And my father-in-law is like, well, Michael's going to go race an SK. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, so he got his hands on it, and Timmy said, you take it, but it's still mine. Whatever you got to do, I want it back the way I gave it to you. So he took it. He put some new parts on it. He says, you're going to go race it. And just run it part-time, and that's where it started. And I got in that car. It was fast. It was fun. Low to the ground, racing against Teddy and Jeff at the time, and just Woody and the 27, all these different things that were happening. And we tried at that point, got a little taste, got rid of the late model because I actually lost a brake. I was trying to run both there for a short period of time in 2013, I believe. And my master cylinder went in the late model one night in practice, and I drove straight into the wall in turn one before safer barriers. Hurt my knee, put me out for a few weeks. Couldn't race either. And at that point, I was like, if we're going to race anything, let's run the SK as much as we could. And we did. We did rebuild the late model. I tried. I was like, screw this. Let's just go modified racing. And we did that for a few years. And then I met Adam Scavera, and in the pits one night after wrecking both our cars, we're just sitting there. You're like, what are we doing? And I'm sitting in our window, and he's sitting in his window, and he's like, call me. He's like, you can drive my car next year. And I was like, all right. So we got calling and texting, and I was the first driver for Adam Scavera Racing.
Wow.
And he'll tell you, like I think we both, if we just met at the wrong time in that situation, you know, it just didn't work. It wasn't from lack of trying. He was new at it. I was still getting new to the modifieds, racing against some stout drivers.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And we got cooking about August. Around this time, we started having a top 5 car. And Teddy Christopher coming out of turn 2, wheel hop, Brian Sullivan, and I did a late model move. Instead of lining up the bumper, I decided to try to pass both of them as they checked up.
Yep.
And I caught my right front, and I went right into the turn 2 wall. Hit the wall so hard that the head broke off the engine.
Wow.
The transmission was on my thigh. The shifter, the seat was bent. The dash was bent.
Holy
car
cow.
was junk. And it was our engine, our rear end, our transmission. It was Adam's car. We're going to rebuild it as far as I knew. And I went on to a Facebook page for a so-called journalist, posted on there that Woody Pickhat was going to take over the 50 ride the next year. And I was surprised, pissed off.
Yeah, of course.
I contact Woody before Adam, because him and I are really close, and we didn't see eye to eye for a little bit. And I thought I was done racing, and the car popped up for sale for pretty darn cheap.
And here you are.
And the thing with the late model, with the time, the money, the funds that we have, they're so much easier to race, I'd say.
Right.
You know, for my schedule.
Right.
You know, the modifieds are so touchy.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of things to do. So I just don't have a modified team to go race for. And honestly, I don't know if I'd ever go full-time racing for somebody else ever again, because I've done that in modifieds and in late models.
Yeah.
But if I were going to do one-offs, sure, you know, here or
Right.
there. But I don't. So someone wants me to drive a modified, I'll do it. But it's not going to be for a full season.
Right. What do you got there, Reminator?
Well, if any of y'all have questions for us, please send it to sidsviewpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you, and back to you, Diego.
All right, Mr. Joe Dion has another question for us.
Okay.
This was sent earlier in the week, so he says, I know it's early for next week's questions, but I don't want to forget this one.
Okay.
Stafford outsourced the food. Waterford has the food trucks. When I buy from the trucks or the booths at Stafford, am I supporting the track or just the owner of the trucks or food vendor? It won't stop me from eating either way.
Right.
I just hope that my money is actually helping the tracks.
Well, of course, they're not going to let food vendors go there unless they are charging rent, getting a percentage or something.
Right.
Whatever their system is.
Right.
They're not setting up their food truck and the
For
track.
free.
Yeah. And the track is getting nothing. So
Right.
yeah, of course you're supporting the track.
Yeah, it's that, to your point. It is an outside vendor, but again, whatever financial agreement they have is obviously beneficial to both parties, or else they wouldn't be coming back.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I don't know about the bowl, though. Are the trucks... I know the ice cream truck is kind of its own thing.
You know what's funny? I said this to my brother when we were at North Wilkesboro for the Cars Tour race. They had a bunch of vending trucks there, and you know what they did? They had to give a percentage of the sales back to the track. You know how they kept track of that? No cash sales, and you had to take a credit card machine from North Wilkesboro so they could track all the sales.
Yeah.
So there was no BSing on what you sold that weekend.
Yep. Well, that's the way the world's going.
That's the way it goes. So, all right, cool. Thanks for the question. This one's from our buddy Logan Nunes.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I just want to go Thursday to hear him announce.
Right.
I'm going to try maybe. What do you guys think about this week's 2-day weekend at the Speedbowl, with the Speedbowl Saturday nights and the back-to-school bash? Hope this sparks some good discussion. Thanks, Logan Nunes, Speedbowl assistant announcer.
Well,
tell me, Sid. Tell me.
I don't know. I know that I had to go and double check the Speedbowl schedule for making the the pick'em stuff and the what's on tap. And I didn't know that there was a Sunday thing going on until I looked at their Facebook page. So I feel like the promotion of the event is a little bit lacking, and all the details involved within it. So I don't know. I mean, I hope they have a good event, but I can't say that I don't know if it was well promoted.
I'm going to be honest. This is terrible. My brother runs a place, the race directs there. I did. At first, I heard rumblings of a 2-day event, so I was just automatically assuming, all right, this week's the Monaco week. That's all I was thinking.
Yeah.
This is the Monaco Sunday race. This is going to be great.
It's still 3 weeks away, or 2.5 weeks
so
away.
I went and looked at the schedule, and I was like, geez, they must have been just talking about Labor Day, because Labor Day weekend, because they must have had the weeks mixed up. I had no idea that there was an event on Sunday.
Right.
I didn't know that. So I think what may happen sometimes is it's just assumed that people know.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about I don't know if it was last week or the week before that, but we rated each factor of the Speedbowl with the media presence being one of the weaker factors. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even hardly 20 minutes from the track, and I would say I'm in the target audience. I had no idea this was happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know
complete radio silence.
Mitch does a great job of trying to keep up with everything.
With what he can do. It's a one-man show for him.
Yeah, he can only deal with the information he's given.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But back in the day, we didn't have social media. We went to the websites or we called the speedways.
Right, right.
I mean, some of it's on all of us. We're all too lazy to dig a little deeper.
Well, I think, but I think...
I know what you're saying, yeah.
I mean, for us older, yes, but for the younger generation, they don't operate that way. You know, kind of like what Bobby's saying there, they're not going to do what we did back in the day. That's foreign to them. You know what I mean? So if you're not putting the effort into to get their eyes on it, that's, I think, where it's lacking.
I mean, y'all you talk about calling the track. I'm like, I can think of one time I've called the track.
Dude,
Unless it was about I was pissed off about something.
You were a kid. It was 442-1585, right?
Yeah.
And you just called that nonstop.
Right.
Until
Are the races on? Did you rain out? The races on? Did you rain out?
Busy, and we would hang up and press it again.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you're waiting for, are we going to rain out? You know what you're checking. Keep refreshing that Facebook page.
Yep.
Yeah, or
that's it.
Speaking of age, back in the day, the old Weather Channel, right? Weather on the 8s.
Yeah.
Can you imagine nowadays how brutal?
Yeah.
And it's a ticker that goes around the bottom, what it says, and it just shows like a lightning bolt.
Yep.
I mean, that was horrible.
Yeah, right? Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
All right, we got one more.
Okay.
And this is from our buddy Joe Pavo. So Joe is the CONT official, and he is a faithful listener.
And we saw him on Saturday, too.
Oh, he's
chilling.
a great guy. And Joe, so we appreciate your love. I'm not going to read his whole email, but he had gone in through his email and just mentioned on what a great guy Derek Gluchocki was. And he was making his first MRS or one of his, I think it was his first Monaco tri-track start.
Correct.
In the 03.
Yeah.
And he mentioned about getting him on the show. So he's been on the show, right?
He was in the show late in the first season of the Sid's View podcast.
Great guest.
Yeah, he was great. Yep. And I went and saw him, shook his hand, said hi, hadn't seen him in a while. And I think Fenceline was with me. And he had said that he had driven Old Blue.
Yeah.
At one point, which I had not remembered.
And I think Derek is a whiz.
Yeah.
Like he eats.
He's a smart dude.
Eats, sleeps, racing. It's what he does. The cars he touches go really fast, including the modified.
Yeah, he had a good run at
he
CONT.
was I looked on the speed chart. He was like second.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he was in the top 10. He was in the back half of the top 10 all day.
I walked
6th, 7th, 8th, right around there all day.
Yeah.
I walked by him and I said, "Hey, you're in the wrong car."
Oh, that's funny.
He's always working on the late models and the
same
fender
thing.
cars, so it's so odd to see him in a modified.
The great thing about him, since Joe brought him up, he's been working with Robert Martin and is it Ayala Martin? She drives the
Ayla
Martin,
I believe, yeah.
And so he's been putting his work in, and Robert Martin, I think, has helped give him the opportunity. And Derek's worked for it, though. Yeah. He's put the work in to get there, so good for him. Thanks for the email, Joe. Thanks to Ed Marcel, Firewood, and Land Clearing. That was Viewer Mail.
All right.
All right.
Let's get after it, shall we? Take a good look right there.
No.
That is what I am.
To third.
That is what I am talking about.
Wow. I got 2 wins and still fell to third.
That's right.
It's getting competitive.
So my whole MC3, RB3, RC3 worked out just tremendously for me.
Charlie Rose didn't even start. Neither did Jake Johnson.
Yeah,
Charlie Rose, he raced.
I don't think he raced. I didn't see him. Did he race?
Yes, he raced. He
You
finished
get the
top
result.
5.
Will you look at the
I
stuff
know.
you're giving?
I looked at the speed charts
Luke.
that night, and I didn't see his name.
He might have skipped practice.
My man Burns, I was like, you need to have your head on a swivel there at the old conch. But luckily, he did win the late model race. I gave him the pass this week.
Michael,
my only hiccup was the Vandal, Brent Robideau. And
wow, he didn't get you the win, and he vandalized your car.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Michael.
All right, Michael
we need
Bennett.
you.
Yeah, he needs to pick it up here for the hot seat. Yeah. So let's let everybody know the order here. So our guest is going to go first, then the Reminator, then Diego, then Bobby, and then your boy Sydney. Diego will wrap it up for you. Go ahead, Michael.
I'll start at Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the street stocks. I think he's going to get it done. He needs to get it done because the win record is kind of in flux here. So Brett Gleason.
All right.
I think it's time for him to win one.
He's been strong the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Waterford Speedbowl. I went with the SK Lights. I haven't watched much, but this guy seems to be on fire. Kevin Cormier.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's put on a
hopefully-
show there a few times.
Yeah, he has.
And CONT, I'll have to stay with the Fender division. That's what I know best. Rowdy Burns.
In the late models?
Yeah.
All right.
The Touring Series, this guy was fast there last year until that thing blew up. But I saw him test at Stafford Friday. Got to see him real quick. Michael Christopher Jr. He's going to get that tour win. And my wild card, because he has a new car and he's going to fix his throttle. And hopefully I don't jinx him, but I think Diego's about time.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
I've been rooting for him silently, every week. I know he looks at the speed charts for where we are.
Oh, yeah.
I look for where he is. He's always in third, so this week I think he does it.
Well, Diego. Win that purse money. You'll buy pizza next week.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Since he not rained out, fogged out, I'm still staying with my limited late model, Travis Hydar.
Mm-hmm.
Waterford Trucks, Tyler Chapman. CONT Legend Car, Jacob Burns. Touring Series, Wheelin. I'm going with Justin Bonsignor.
Mm-hmm. What? Will you stop talking like you're from Alabama?
What
are you doing?
It's only during the pickums, isn't it?
It's only during the pickups every week. She goes full Southern.
You're so weird.
I'm sorry.
Travis Hatter.
Travis Hatter.
Then I'll go for my wild card. Bandits, and then Landon Salamito.
She's fighting it. You
Diego,
can tell.
please
This is so funny.
speak normally. Get us back on track.
I'm going Stafford, and I'm going to play the SK Mod handicap game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Tyler Chapman this week.
That's a good pick.
Okay. The Speedbowl, I'm going Street Stocks. I'm going Chad Baxter.
Okay.
Okay.
Chalk City.
CONT, I'm going another Street Stocks or Sportsman. Randy Moretti.
Oh, yeah. It's a good pick.
It's your
I'm
boy.
going to take him again. It's a BFR car, so we're going for it.
Okay.
The Touring Series, this is my sleeper pick right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Mod Tour at Loudon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who would be a good sleeper pick?
I have one, so I'm nervous that you're going to say mine, and I'm going to get pissed off.
I don't know. Craig Lutz.
Go.
Anthony Narcella.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He's won there before.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
Wow.
My wild card, I'm going Open Streeters at the Speedbowl on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm going Ryan Lynham.
Okay. Bobby, hit it.
Now my first pick, Michael, please don't take offense. You know how the division's been this year. You're at the win with a handicap. I got Josh Wood.
I'm going to prove you wrong this week.
Oh.
Damn.
Gosh.
Hey, that's what she said.
Oh.
Josh, not 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Waterford, Open street stocks. I got Ryan lined up too, Diego.
Oh boy. Okay.
I would say great minds think alike, but we've been kind of like mediocre minds this year.
Oh, we're doing good.
But maybe if we combine.
Yes.
You never know what can happen. At CONT in the Sport 4, I got Arthur Miak.
Mm-hmm.
Touring Series, my man Randy Cabral and Neiman Light. And the wild card for X Cards, Christian Herman. Redeem yourself.
Okay.
Oh,
First things first.
Dude, come on.
Look at this douchiness. It's already.
I got bad news for Michael Bennett and Remy because Rowdy Burns will be in Bowman Gray.
Oh.
So he will not be at CConk.
No.
Those picks are locked in. Card laid, card played. Secondly,
and he calls us chirpy.
The hot seats just.
Secondly, I want good credit for this, good karma, because I have been informed that the Super X cars will be participating on Saturday night. However, I can't find any info online that is correct. I'm not doubting it. I have pretty much a chalk pick I could go to, but since we didn't have that on any of our information, I am not going to pick that. Because you know why, Diego? I want to play fair. You know what I'm saying? It's been working out for me so far.
Have you made a pick yet?
I don't, dude. Let's
No,
go.
he hasn't.
Seriously, shut the hell up and let's
By the
go.
way, the name of the podcast is the
Oh
Sid's
my
View.
God! We
This is
freaking
my
get it.
view of
We
the
get
pick'ems.
it.
This is my segment.
His view.
I
It's
haven't
the
picked
view.
him yet this year.
Okay.
I'm going for Ryan Waterman to get one win closer to our man Bennett's record. Okay, lock that in. Speedbowl, going back to my bread and butter division. He has not won in a while. Andrew Krasinski. CConk,
What are you looking at me for?
Crown Vics,
I mean, like, dude, your eye
Chalk
of
City,
Yes.
Caballero. Diego, I will see your Anthony Nacella sleeper pick, and I will raise you a Chase Dowling in the 44.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
Sleeper
good
pick.
pick.
I almost went with Chase.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a
that is
good
dirty.
pick.
That car and he himself have won there.
And then he needs a bounce back. Remy scratched him right off the record books. Time to get back on track with my man Luka Dib. CConk wild card outlaw. Diego,
Stupid.
I mean, technically, didn't he break a record?
he did,
No.
but the record he did break the record, but the streak was stopped. Don't try to make
But
yourself
he
look
still
any
broke
better. You screwed the guy. Okay. Anyways,
Wow.
I like that Diego's still like public enemy #1. He's not even second anymore. It's just sad.
Yeah, this is disappointing.
all right, let's have another final update. Well, not a final update, but a little more update on the Sign Pro live chat poll question. It's getting down to the nitty gritty here, Diego. Straight up now. Oh, sorry. Let's go from the bottom to the top, shall we? The redraw invert still at 11 in the basement.
Yep.
Handicap is now at 28%. Straight up 30%. Plus minus 31%.
Damn.
So it is
Close
tight
race.
there. What do we got there? 61 votes are in, but there's 142 people in the chat. So let's see if that changes. While they're doing that, hey, big thanks to DRC Electric, by the way, for another entertaining edition of the Weekly Pick'ems.
Oh, yeah.
Let's carry on.
So aggressive.
All right, Diego, J&J Racing, bringing us the old Pop Culture Minute. Simple one this time. You know, tomorrow, August 19th, it's National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day. Gonna get yourself down to Dairy Queen? No? Nothing. Okay.
Butterfinger
Oh, what
Blizzard.
about Chrissy Two Scoops?
Well, we have options here. You have chocolate, maybe a little vanilla. Some people like a good old-fashioned twist, they call it.
It looks
or
like somebody served a good one there. Look at that.
maybe you're a flavor blast kind of guy. Little butterscotch or coffee or watermelon. Nothing? You're not a soft serve ice cream
No,
kind of guy?
I like it when they dip it in the cherry sauce.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, the cherry?
Yeah, you know, whatever it is,
Oh,
they
yeah,
dip
yeah.
it in
And
Oh,
that-
the
then
shell.
hardens
Yeah, it
to the
becomes
shell.
the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
That's
flamed
good.
earlier. We were talking about Butterfinger. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Chris. I said Dairy Queen. He was offended. But I will say this. We went once a week or two ago, and basically every day I've been getting asked by Katie, when are we going back to Chrissy Two Scoops? So he will see me again soon enough.
Yeah, there
Maybe
is.
start carrying some Butterfingers.
They have some great ice cream there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, it's
Chrissy
fantastic.
Two Scoops?
Yeah.
Just next level.
When I want to stop there on the way to Stafford, I basically have to starve myself because I've been trying to diet, and I'm like, all right, I'll have eggs for breakfast and then I'll have ice cream for dinner on the way to Stafford.
Balanced.
Yeah. So, but it works out. Their ice cream is great. All right, throw it over there to our man Diego Reminator. You know what time it is? You're so much more entertaining than I was with that. All right, so let's see what we have here. Thursday Night Thunder, the usual suspects. I believe the American Vintage Mods are there as well. It's a regular Friday night Stafford show. Same with the Fast Fridays. Lee USA Speedway's got the Super Mods and the pair of midget races. Now, the Speedbowl apparently has Super X cars there. What I've been told. CONT back to the old regular. That is their final regular season, as they call it.
It's amazing.
Yep. The tour is at New Hampshire. ACT is up north there. Say that for us there, Monza.
Autodrome Montmagny.
That's how you do it.
Stop.
And then Sunday at the Speedbowl, you got Open Streeters, Crown Vics, a bunch of Enduros, spectator drags. Should be a lot of fun.
Why does his voice sound like that when he does that? He's like,
Well, that's the way you're supposed to say
Say
it,
it
guy.
again.
No, I'm not saying
No,
it.
Diego had it good. Diego, that had to be accurate.
You should have added
99.9%.
Stafford's having their back to school night with the
Big wheels.
The big wheels.
That's
And I
a
gotta
lot.
give a shout out to my nephew. He's 2 for 2 this year.
Oh, is
And
that right?
They moved him from the lower, younger division up to the older division, and he smoked them.
Nice.
Oh,
So he's going to be going for 3 in a row.
All
We
right.
have 3
Hold on.
wins.
Do they provide you with the big wheels, or do you bring your own?
No, they provide them. You go online. You pay a $10 fee to enter the driver or the wheeler. And
Really?
yeah. So I know he's pumped for that because he thanked me in Victory Lane his first time.
That's awesome.
And then I didn't thank him in Victory
Uh-oh.
Lane. And he told my mother. He's like, I'm at Uncle Michael. I thanked him. He didn't thank me.
That's great.
He told on you. That's
Yeah,
great.
so that big wheel race is always entertaining.
Yes.
all
Are they
right.
pick 'em eligible, I guess, is the
Yeah.
question.
Can I change my wild card to my nephew? I should have done that.
Don't have Remy pick 'em.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Big thanks to Northeast Performance Parts for what's on tap this week. Diego, we got to find out who won the week.
Who are you?
Brought to you by Skake It. God knows how many shows now. We're still saying it right.
Damn straight. All right. What do I got here? I got, you can vote for anybody now. Don't forget now, there's no rules, just suggestions here. I got Mike Christopher Jr. winning his second SK 5K. Of course, John McKennedy with the amazing win in the Monaco modified CONT 125. Ray Christian getting it done in the late model 100 at Waterford. Ryan Waterman scoring his 10th win in the Stafford Street Stocks. Anybody else, Diego? What are you thinking?
Todd Owen.
Oh, Todd Owen getting off the schneid, as they say,
Yep.
at the bowl.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Bennett, you get a vote on this one.
I can vote one of those. Or
You
I
can vote
go-
whoever you want.
Anybody you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ray Christian because I'm a late model guy.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
Absolutely.
I gotta go John McKennedy.
Yeah.
That drive was spectacular.
Reminator, what are you thinking?
What's the Heim kid?
Landon.
Landon, thank you.
Corey.
Because
Corey Heim.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to McKennedy for sure. Matter of fact, it's funny. I'll tell you a little story here why our man Fro tallies up the votes as they come in the live chat. McKennedy was always pretty anti-camera, and when I do, Diego going for third again. McKennedy's always talking about the arrow gets all screwed up when we put the cameras on. I can only put a small, one of the old session cams that are like those cube ones, really tiny ones that I still have. And, he was not having a good day. And so I went over to see him, and he was basically like, yeah, go ahead, put the camera on, nothing else going right. And I was like, oh, all right, well, we'll throw it on there because it's John McKennedy, although I'm not very excited about this. And so at the end of the night, I went and saw him, and I said, listen, I got 3 things for you. First of all, one of the best races I ever seen. Congratulations. Number 2, got me a pick and win. Congratulations again. And number 3, your car was a turd until I put that camera on there, huh?
He
real quick though, he called me. I think it was it yesterday, Bonsa?
Yes.
Yeah. Still in a great mood, and basically said, "Listen, we'll do the camera for the rest of the year." So I said, "You know what? We have successfully converted
That's
John
great.
McKennedy.
Yeah,
it's
that's great.
unbelievable."
When we first got there and I went down to shoot some B-roll in the pits, he was talking about how he was getting a little conspiratory about the cameras. Like, he started putting them on, and he was going bad, but he took them off, and he was still going bad. He was like, you know what? I'm going to change my ways up.
Yeah.
And then so I knew
No,
he was
he-
going to come
yeah,
to you with
but
it, and
he-
it clearly worked out.
He is that guy, though. I could tell from when he was here, he is in tune with his car.
For sure.
Yeah.
Arrow, he was not lying about the camera.
Right. No, he was not.
He was not lying about the camera. He cares about every little piece.
All right, listen, I'm going to give let me tally this up here because we do have this is the final. I'm going to end the poll right now, okay? Let me just click that right there. So,
No way.
again, redraw revert has been stuck at 11%. Third place handicap plus minus is down to second place with 30%, and the winner of the poll is actually straight up.
Y'all are
32%.
Wow.
Y'all are so boring.
Yes.
I mean, I think the 5K proved you put,
The
that
fastest
that is
cars in
that
the
is a
front.
plus minus, starting for that race. But you put the fastest car there, Christopher just took off, and it's going to make it boring.
If you support straight up, don't complain if the races are boring. That's all
why
I
they
gotta
have
say.
those. That's why they do it down south. That's why they have those 30-lap breaks.
The fun play.
Yeah.
The fun play.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fro, what's your vote?
Oh, I'm going McKennedy all day.
All right.
How could I not?
You ready for the to add the in-studio votes there to your tally?
Yep.
You got Todd Owen for 1,
Sure.
Landon Heim for 1, Ray Christian for 1, and John McKennedy for 3. Now, before you give the final tally here, keep your eye on that chat if any others come in there. Don't forget, Diego, when you win the week, you get a coupon code, $30 off the old sidsview.com/shop. Get yourself some gear. All right, Fro, let's tally it up. What do we got?
Well, with one vote a pop,
Okay.
Tristan McKee, Jesse Switzer,
And here we go.
Jordan Fleming,
Mm-hmm.
Diego Monahan, by the
hell
way,
yeah.
gets a vote.
Good job by you.
Todd Owen,
Mm-hmm.
Landon Heim, Ray Christian,
Yep.
with 2 a pop, Mike Christopher Jr.,
Okay.
Kenny Kurtula,
Kenny.
tying for second this week, and our winner, with an absolutely whopping 10 votes,
Of course.
John McKennedy.
I
How
mean-
could you
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, he just had himself a great day. Awesome race. A lot of fun. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up here. You're going to want to follow us on socials. You know how we do it. All kinds of crazy reels. We're going to have some more content on Thursday. Diego, take us home there, brother.
Oh, no doubt, man. Special thanks to Dale Headquest Motorsports for the weekly update. Midstate Site Development for the results ticker. Of course, Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Hoosier Tyrese for the Stat Chat. Special thanks to K2 Automotive for the quote of the week. Serve Pro of Norwich, thanks for the chalkboard chatter always. The Water Whiz, thanks for the Stat Splash. I love this one. Hair by Emma Monahan, go see ya for the Fast Five. Thank you so much, sweetheart. DRC Electric, I'm going to make a comeback on this one. The weekly pick'ems, thank you. Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for viewer mail. Sign Pro, thanks for supporting the live chat poll question. Mystic Real Estate, Busy Bees Learning Center, JDL's Motorsports, Buyers Creamery. Thank you guys for supporting all the point standings. Much love to you guys. Skate It LLC Property Management, special thanks for who won the week. J&J Racing for the Pop Culture Minute. Northeast Performance Parts for what's on tap, and there's a lot this week. CONT Grand Prix, as always, you guys are awesome for always firing up the hot seat. Special thanks to special guest, Bad Boy himself, that's what I like to say. A recent feature winner, Mr. Michael Bennett. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. This is a blast.
Yeah, thanks for coming, brother.
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
man. It's been great. Special thanks for Walt Productions for this. Oh, yeah. It's a kick-ass studio. Thank you, Sydney.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. All our podcast members, thanks for all your continued support. And all the viewers tonight, thanks for tuning in every week. We love that you keep tuning in. So special thanks to you. We'll see you next week.
I'd like to give a special thank you to Stafford Speedway, Flow Racing, Yankee Racer, Northeast Short Track Network, Monaco Modifieds Tri-Truck Series, and Fenceline Films for the videos tonight. Also, a huge thank you to Indianapolis Motor Speedway and CONT Speedway for the photos tonight.
Those bonus syllables in Indianapolis, free of charge for all our viewers out there. Hey, listen, next week, 7 o'clock Tuesday, Ryan Waterman's going to come in here and tell us if he will break Michael Bennett's record. We'll talk about it then. See you later.